As always, welcome back to Kickin' with KRUSE, your one-stop shop for entertainment talk live on TikTok, guys. Happy to have you here as always. Happy Hump Day? I guess it's Hump Day, guys. Happy Hump Day. It's going to be a fun show tonight. Let me know how the build looks at your guys' end. Welcome up. What's up, Thumper? How you doing tonight? Good to see you guys. KI2, welcome back as well. This is a new build. I have some tweaking and some customization I have to do with it, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go. So thanks for being here. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Intro goes crazy. Yeah, the intro is crazy, right? I've been doing a bunch of stuff, so I hope that looked okay. Let me know if there's any issues with it, because it's the first time we're trying to go full out with everything. But guys, it's kind of crazy, but for the very first time, I got a guest here on KRUSE Control, or Kick It with KRUSE, I should say. Welcome, guys, my fellow producer from the original KRUSE Control show, guys, Mr. Mike Casey. What's up, Mike?
Hey, Brian. This is exciting. I've never been on this format before. I have no idea what this format is about. Hey, TikTok. I don't know any of you guys. Thumper, I think I heard a Thumper in there. Hey, Thumper, how's it going, man? Or a young lady?
Right, Thumper's here, Mike. Thumper's here.
So happy to have him.
Nick Wayne is here. What's up, Nick Wayne? Welcome back. How's the kid doing? Welcome to Kicking It with KRUSE. We're trying a new thing, and I guess I might have to tweak some of this still, but we're working on it too. Good to have you here. What's up, Thumper? Always call me Pookie. Mike,
I buy it.
It is, yeah. We're in the studio here. I'm just doing my new thing here, Nick Wayne. We're working on a new dynamic here with Kicking With KRUSE for the very first time. Mike, how you doing today? Welcome.
You know, I'm always up for some experimental format. All I've been doing is hanging out, waiting for this. It was funny because first off, everybody in the chat, I don't know what to expect from this because I'm new to the Kicking It with KRUSE format. But then also, I get a text this morning for me because I'm in Portugal right now. He says, "Hey, do you want to do this show tomorrow?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll do that tomorrow." Not thinking that it was when I woke up this morning, and it was for Brian last night. So about 3:00 in the afternoon my time, I realized, oh wait, tomorrow for Brian is actually later today for me.
Right now, Nick Wayne says hi. Wheelchair Gamer says hi too, Mike.
Hey Nick, hey Wheelchair. WG.
I didn't even think about that when I was talking to you too. I was like, oh, maybe you'll think it's. I just thought you'd think it was that day, but I wasn't even thinking about it.
Well, it's Wednesday, right? You got another show later.
Yeah, I got another show later too. So I got the guys from Scene Change podcast on tonight. We're having a fun time. They have their own podcast they're just launching too. We'll be talking about them. Nick Wayne, good to see. I have a show in Scotland in 2 weeks. Nick Wayne says. Nick Wayne, man, Nick Wayne's a wrestler. He's dominating like the AEW waves these days. So.
Nice. I was just up there a few weeks ago. It's beautiful. Took a drive out to Glencoe. I've never seen so many GD waterfalls in my life. Had a great time up in Edinburgh.
Man, I wish I could go there. I want to go there so bad. Like, I'm jealous.
It was a good trip. Mm-hmm.
Jealous, Mike.
I recommend it.
I have a show in Scotland. Let's see what else we got here. Also, I watch movies.
All the Highlanders is the problem. Nick knows.
Nick knows about those Highlanders. They also have Henry Cavill's the new Highlander. You know that. So we got the Highlander, Nick Cavill, or Henry Cavill. So that's happening. KI2, good to see you. KI2 says hi to you too, Mike. Happy to have you guys here, guys. I know it's a little bit different, a little bit weird. We're working on it. The Pep Star is here. Hey, Pep Star.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Pep Star. How you doing today? Having a good day too? Happy to join us here. Happy to have you.
Squirrel!
Okay, calm down, Pep Star. I know there's squirrels around sometimes. I know there's squirrels.
Just say that.
I don't know, yeah. But guys, so Pep Star is here, Mike's here. We're having a great time.
Mike, you the man.
There you go. He's happy to see you there.
You too, Pep. I didn't know you. I suppose you're kicking it with KRUSE all the time. You're always bouncing around the studio at about ankle level.
Back off me, son.
He is.
It's not a dig. Short brothers are brothers and sisters too. We're all one big family here, Peppy.
It's true.
Now we're talking.
Nick Wayne, Pep Star's happy to see you too, Nick Wayne, and he's gonna be in Glasgow. That's where Nick Wayne's gonna be. So is that where they're shooting Spider-Man right now? I think, right? Pep Star got all fancy for the show today. They're saying.
Raiders or Packers colors? I can't quite tell.
Peppy.
Pep Star Shalom ding ding doozy.
I guess he's kind of yellow and gold and blue and green and all the works there. He's having a good time. Yeah, that K12 said Spider-Man is shooting there, Mike. But Mike, it's fun format. It's something different. Your first time here on TikTok. How's it feel to be on TikTok? Vertical, Mike. You're vertical today.
Oh, if you're going to give me the screen, might as well show you. I'm outside today because it's hot. It's super hot in my apartment. I can show you my beautiful view of the bay out here.
Look at that, man.
In beautiful Setúbal, Portugal. So that's, why we like living up at the top of the hill.
Dude, it's so nice. You're probably loving it there. Mike's only been there for a little bit of time.
Just, I've still got a lot of Portuguese to learn.
Walje, welcome back too. Yeah, Mike was showing you his setting right there, Walje. So welcome back. Happy to have him. Walje's like, oh my God, whoa. Whoa. Right, Pat?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Mike, it's going to be a fun show today. It's going to be a fun show. Welcome back, Mike. Guys in the chat, welcome. Why you look like a weatherman? Well, I mean, I usually dress up for cruise control, so I popped on the suit and I went crazy today. We're doing it real, Mike, right, Mike?
Maybe
like it's cruise control.
I think because your background is blue there, it almost looks like you got a blue screen. You're gonna have a storm cloud like just kind of peeping by behind you.
The forecast for today is cloudy with an extra bit of some quite off the top, guys. One thing I want to talk about, guys, is Final Destination, because Final Destination's coming back, guys. Are you ready? Are you Jimmy Kimmel's brother, KRUSE? I kind of am right now. I guess I'm kind of Jimmy Kimmel-ish. What's up, David Campbell? Welcome back. David Campbell in the house, guys. So Final Destination hit a record-breaking release of Bloodlines back in May. Of course, I told you guys it's topped the charts massively. And because of that, now we're getting that 7th installment of the supernatural horror series that launched back in 2000. Now we got, of course, co-written by Guy Busick, coming back with John Watts. It just blew up, guys. Made the most money ever. And I got to tell you, at $285 million, they're loving it so much. But I got to tell you, there's so much more coming. David Campbell says Bloodlines was not that great. I love you, David Campbell. David Campbell's always like, no, man, stop talking about these bad projects. There's a lot of bad projects out there, Mike.
If you stop talking about bad projects, like, what are you going to talk about?
What do you think the vision is going to be for the new one? I don't know, Mike. I think somebody is going to escape death, and then death is going to come for them. Maybe.
Where do you come up with these wacky fan theories, Brian?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I'm looking stuff. But maybe we'll have, like, they did roller coasters, we've done amusement parks, we've done car accidents, we've done ice picks. They had in the last one, they had like ice, like a shard of ice, I think, almost like took someone out too. Maybe we can do
Brian.
Sandcastles.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's obviously hidden dangers in sandcastles. Anything could be in there. They're just murder castles coming for you at the beach. You said they've done roller coasters, Brian, but I'm just thinking, like, we're getting so far on in the franchise potential, like amusement park, like Final Destination roller coaster, like that would be like an incredible theme. Like, it feels like you're going to be murdered repeatedly on the roller coaster. Am I alone in thinking this would be interesting? I do not like roller coasters. They scare me enough as it is. But the novelty factor for something like that could potentially intrigue me enough.
I think that's, murdered alone by a roller coaster. I don't think that sounds like fun. They'll be playing a roller coaster of love during that whole sequence too.
I'm picturing animatronics with like, guys that are moving a big panel of glass, like right across in front of where you're headed. Like, it looks like your head's going to get chopped off and then you're going to get set on fire.
Oh man, it's not a good thing at all. It's not pleasant, but it'll make a lot of money probably. Right. JE says water slide, boat cruise. They did that. They did train twice. He said too. They've done a train twice. And David Campbell loves the roller coasters. But KI too. Yeah, watch out for those hospitals. Oh, they had tanning booths too as well, Mike. That's what Campbell's saying too. They do everything. I don't want to.
World we live in.
It's a dangerous world. I don't want that though in a roller coaster. I don't want that in a tanning booth. I don't want that. I don't want green eggs or ham, Mike. I don't want it here, there, or anywhere. You know, it looks like you're like there's a putt golf course behind you.
I am. I'm actually laying back on my back at my putt golf course on my patio.
I love it.
I don't know why. I mean, my landlady made this choice, presumably her or her husband, to put fake grass on the walls, but it works because it's easy to hose down.
It looks great.
Hot.
Yeah, Peppy. And we had they had okay. I never liked the Final Destination because I'm behind long trucks. We're slowed down because of that movie. Oh, a wheelchair gamer was saying because didn't like being behind those log trucks with the logs falling off, you know. And it was like I don't want to see that in a movie screen because that's gonna freak me out all the time. Yeah, those logs crash in India. Nobody wants that. And the spa, eye doctor, bar, racetrack. What's gonna be new? Like I said, sandcastles in the sky. Sandcastles. Maybe we'll have. I don't know. We'll have. They'll go to Disneyland this time. They'll be Disneyland-ified at Star Wars Park.
Mini golf courses.
Mini golf courses. Maybe also
any place where people should be having a good time instead of like being horribly mutilated. I would think is ripe for exploitation.
David Campbell says they should stop while they're ahead right now.
Did you see Bloodline? Did you see Bloodlines, Brian?
I put it on over the weekend. I laughed a lot. I fell asleep during it though, so I didn't actually finish the movie. I wanted to, but I didn't. I'll go back and finish it. Did you see it, Mike? Did you get a chance to check it out? Not yet.
It's good. It's good to hear from the chat if they're not feeling it.
Even David Campbell said, "See, it's not good." And Jay says,
it doesn't necessarily mean that a movie's bad if you fall asleep. Like there's a lot of work on the back end that Brian has to put in for the show. So
yeah, last night I wanted to watch a new Alien show that just launched on FX, and then it's like they're an hour long episodes. I was shocked for FX, but by the time I built this show and then I put everything together for the show tonight, I was like, I think I'm done. I'm just going to put my head down and do one of these and get my mega pint of like KRUSE CONTROL coffee right now.
You can do what my wife and I do. It's like we catch each other closing our eyes. We're like, oh, I'm listening. I'm still listening. You can keep watching it. I'm still listening. And
then you slap each other to wake each other up or what?
Yeah, it's real abusive relationship.
All the love, Mike, all the love. But anyways, love taps. Yeah, but guys, yeah, it's coming back. Bloodlines, more Bloodlines. Get ready for it. You better chew that strawberry gum. I will chew that strawberry gum today, J.E. I hope you're going to pop up in the chat too. Good to see you guys. Welcome back, Mike. Or I should say welcome here, Mike. And welcome everybody back here live for the first time with the build here on Kicking with the KRUSE, guys. But there's a lot going on, Mike, just besides Bloodlines. Bloodlines is great and all. It's fun, it's something, but it doesn't matter if it's any day of the week. There's always stuff happening here on Kicking KRUSE, guys. Always stuff happening. It could be a Monday, a Wednesday, a Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday. Any week, there's always one thing going down, guys. You know what that is, Mike? Mike knows what that is. You guys know what that is? That's some breaking news. All right, guys, let's keep going with the news today. So Lilo and Stitch, I started talking about this before, but I'm getting into it again. Officially September 3rd, Lilo and Stitch will officially launch over on Disney+. Now, the popcorn meter's been 92% for this. We had a conversation about this the other day about I'm still not sold on this. I know a lot of people love it. I know Hannah, when she was here, she was loving it, but I'm still not sold on this reboot of all these live action Disney projects going from animation to live action. We talk about Snow White so many times in here, guys. And it's like, I know they're going to keep making them. We're going to get, Hercules next. We're going to probably get, we already got Ferngully and Avatar, guys. We can go on about that all day. We're also going to get every piece of history probably coming back here from that Disney vault, dropping down hard over on Disney Plus eventually. But I don't see a reason for this, Mike. I just don't see a reason for this project to ever be made. Because this project alone is it was already kind of like a crossbreed I don't know. I just don't see why. It worked well in an animation form. Leave it alone.
I kind of want to see Stitch in a more, 3D environment. I never saw the original, Brian. I don't know. It's cute though. It's a little monster. The animation style is cute. Hawaii is fun. The Rock is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, KI2 is asking for you to do a little bit more of an introduction, Mike, because they don't know who you are yet. So you want to give a little bit more? We'll take a little side step to tell people about yourself a little bit more, Mike.
Sure. If this is your first time coming to Kicking It with KRUSE, I was just wondering if you do that like occasionally, like throughout the explaining this is a long format. If you have to go like after every few minutes, you say, "Hey, okay, so if you guys are just watching, this is what we're doing today."
Yeah. We have to do that constantly.
Anyway, Brian and I are friends from way back. We've been working on all kinds of televisual projects for damn near the last 30 years, if I think about it now, Brian.
Right?
Yeah, I don't like putting a number on it like that. That came at me out of nowhere. But yeah, we ended up going to college together too. So we were on a sketch show and did a bunch of stuff like that. Then when he moved out to Los Angeles, he was out there for a while. I came out and spent some time out in Los Angeles. I worked as a background actor and did some other projects over there. Lived out there for a while. Stopped doing that. But Brian and I have always remained friends. So we always kind of talk about, what our projects are that we want to be working on. And basically, he's the most tenacious MFer in Hollywood. So I always want to make sure to support him. And one of the ways that I can do that is by making an ass of myself on his show for clicks. So that's what I do. And
Mike's also a writer.
I'm a writer. Yeah, I do some
voiceover artist. KI2 was asking about projects you worked on too. Like you worked on a bunch of projects. I remember you were working on Shit My Dad Says. He has a great story from that. Remember that, Mike?
Oh yeah. I just remember going on the set for Shit My Dad Says, and I was not expecting when I opened the door, just stepping into the studio for William Shatner to be there on the other side of the door. So I open up, I take a beat because I go, oh, like as if to say hello, William Shatner, but he doesn't give me time to say that. He looks me in the eye and he says, "We're having a party." And he zoops out the door. I was like, that was definitely Shatnerism. That's apparently the kind of guy he is.
I love that story.
But yeah, thanks, Brian. Yeah, writing, comedic projects, other longer form writing stuff. Nothing that you would have heard of, and definitely some online and Pocket FM. Brian's done
Pocket FM
audio work for them. I've done some audio work for them. Unfortunately, I got a really good gig doing character voices. Auxiliary voices, I think they called the job, in a long form, like dramatic series about like serial killer clown that was crazy. But Pocket FM pulled the plug on all of their full cast dramas, unfortunately. So presumably there are some full episodes of what I think was just called Killer Clown when I worked on it. I don't think that was intended to be the final one, but yeah, still pursuing voice acting gigs too, because they're a blast.
Dude, you do great with all that stuff too. Yeah.
I try. It was such a bummer when the plug got pulled on that, because I had so many just so much goofy shit that they were giving me all these really bizarre kind of characters to work with, so I was just kind of trying to have fun with it. But it let me fill out my reel.
Well, Mike, I love it. I love listening to all that stuff. Everyone's in the chat like Peppy has something to say. Peppy's just kind of here. Do you think that you have something to say, Peppy?
I strongly disagree.
You don't disagree, man. Come on, you're excited here, aren't you, man? I'm always happy to see you here, man. It's good to have you here. You feeling good today, Pepstar?
Terrible. Thanks for asking.
Okay, buddy. He's a little salty sometimes, guys. But Mike, I love your repertoire you've been doing. The voiceover stuff, the Pocket FM stuff was a lot of fun. All the voiceover. Mike is a great voiceover artist, and you guys got to read some of his writing. Honestly, it's great. We're gonna write some more stuff together when I have time to actually do something besides this, guys, which doesn't happen that often. Right?
Once you become president of. Once you become president of LA SAG, I'm sure you'll have a lot more time to work on your own projects.
All the time, which again, the ballots go out today, Mike. The ballots go out today. So vote fast, vote quick, put it in the mail because it's all mail-in ballots. So vote fast. Brian KRUSE.
If you're in SAG, if
Number
you know anybody that's in SAG, you got a man of the people, working man in Hollywood up there. He'll take care of you.
Number 3 on the ballot. Number 3 on the ballot, Brian KRUSE for LA SAG after president. If you're an LA resident, if you're an LA member, a local member, vote Brian KRUSE. And I feel like I should change. They're saying we're all wearing blue. That's what JE's saying. Yeah, we are all wearing blue. Yeah. I like how they're all talking about that. We planned that. Everyone's talking about how Peppy is like wants that camera time all the time, but he's a camera hog, Mike. He just is. You know he is. Yeah, there you go. There you go, buddy. You have some time.
Camera dog, more like.
Right? There it is. All right, guys. But Lilo and Stitch is coming. Happy to have you here, Mike. But also, an interesting project as well, guys, is this The Revenant, guys. Now, this is interesting. I never heard The Revenants before, but it is a comic book series, a Belfast set horror comedy comic that is set to have a TV treatment right now. Now, Paula Cricker's UK-based production company, Atelier 11, has optioned this IP. Now, I'm telling you right now, it sounds interesting. It's about 2 Northern Irish brothers battling zombies. And then they're also, at the same time, they're cursing and they have personal baggage, and they're all trying to keep their comic book store alive and afloat while they're actually trying to take down the zombie apocalypse. So it sounds like something that'd be fun to see. It's interesting. Distinctly Northern Irish tones that come through this. They're calling it raw. There's a lot of humor. There's a lot of horror, and it's authentic to that kind of horror comedy type of genre, guys. Something I want to see. A puppy as a buddy doggy. Yeah. What's up, Hannah? Good to see you. Yeah, I saw it. Looks good. Right, David Campbell? This looks really good. Better not be on Netflix right now. Well, we're going to find out right now. Now, of course, it should be interesting. I think it could be fun. Guys, if you haven't heard about it yet, I am actually pretty excited about this. You got zombies, you got comic book people, and then you got a post-apocalyptic world. I mean, that's cool to me. It's a great graphic, too. I think that's really cool. I feel like that should be, if you guys watch KRUSE Control, that should be like Sean and maybe, I don't know who else. Maybe just Sean. Just Sean there. That's it, Mike. Just Sean. If they do it right, it'll be good. David Campbell, if you heard about it before, let me know in the chat there. Should Prime and make it like The Boys. Ooh, can you see that if it was like The Boys, Mike? If it was like raw and gritty like The Boys?
If it was like The Boys, I would watch it. It seems like that's the kind of vibe that they're capitalizing on a little bit.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. But look at that graphic too, Mike. That graphic's pretty cool. It's like they're like, yeah, guys, we're buff comic book guys. They're gonna take down the zombie apocalypse. I don't know.
So this project as a comic book was not on my radar. Sorry, I've got some dudes. I don't know if you can hear the motorcycles just blasting on the hill over here.
No, barely.
But no. The main characters in this book are the writers of the comic book, right? Yeah. The Flanagan brothers. This comic book was published out of the comic shop that they own.
Yeah.
And also cool. the storyline starts when this comic book shop that they own, out of which this project is being published, is invaded by zombies. So it's definitely kind of a meta narrative. They're definitely going, like, they're building it from the ground up. They're like, okay, first we'll start with the comic book shop, right? Then we'll start writing comics about ourselves in the comic book shop, and then we can extrapolate from there. What's interesting to me about this, Brian, is that I don't know if anybody out there in the chat plays role-playing games at all, but maybe 8 years ago or so, there was a game that popped up, and I did a couple of one-off sessions of. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what the name of this RPG was, but it's basically you play as yourself, and it starts from like where you are in your game session, but now you are being beset by zombies from like the actual situation that we're in. So if that setup sounds familiar, it sounds like exactly what this Revenant project is.
It does.
So I don't know which came first. When did this comic book was it published first?
See if David Campbell, do you know out there too? No, David Campbell knows this really well. It's Irish, yeah, they're Irish accents, something like that. Now, like they're kind of called like Shaun the Dead in the chat too. Like, is this Shaun the Dead? Sure. Yeah, it feels like Shaun the Dead. But this came out. Let me see. I might have that right here. I think I have like the date it actually came out. I don't remember off the top of my head. 2015. Yeah. So
it's a fun premise. It all depends on the execution, because I don't know Yeah, it seems, you know who it seems like a very Kevin Smith kind of movie to me.
I could see Kevin Smith doing it, but I could also see Edgar Wright doing it too. If we're going Shaun the Dead kind of world, Edgar Wright having some fun with it. Maybe you could also have, I don't know, somebody that's fun, that's comedy based. Who do you guys in the chat want to see? 2015, David Campbell says yes, you. Who would you guys to see? Who would even start? You got two buff guys. We're gonna have like, we should probably just do complete opposite from the comic book though too, because I see that image and I think of the guy from It's Always Sunny. I can't think of his Mac. I think about Mac from It's Always Sunny. Yeah, but it could be maybe put Danny DeVito along with Danny Trejo in there. And I would watch that, guys. Come on.
Just a couple of the Dannies and the zombies.
Right. Gerard Butler, J.E. saying out there. I can see Gerard Butler. Gerard Butler and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That's for you, David Campbell, because now David Campbell is saying Chris Pratt. He said The Rock was too oversaturated. So he was like, we got too much of The Rock out here. So The Rock is everywhere. He just is. Pedro. Oh, getting some Pedro love out there. People hate on Pedro all the time here too, Mike. They've been hating.
Really interesting.
Yeah, just being oversaturated. That's been a big thing we keep talking about.
Oh, big year for him.
Yeah, it's a big. But then again, like, what we're going to talk more about that. But we were talking about the other day about Fantastic Four is already like moving forward with the sequel, and they're excited about it at Disney, even though that movie pretty much made like maybe $90-80 million, and that's it. So it's not a massive hit for Disney. You're a big flop. Gladiator 2, dude. He's probably talking about Mescal, Paul Mescal. Paul Mescal could be in there.
Yeah.
He's playing Paul McCartney though.
What is it? It's an Irish comic, you said, or it's a Scottish comic?
Irish.
Yeah. Get some Irish comics. They're Irish zombie blasters in there.
Yeah, let's go for it, right? Let's have some fun with it. I don't know. Irish, yeah, David Campbell, Irish. A year of big flops, David Campbell says. A lot of big flops, yes. But at least we know in our hearts that Kite Man's still alive, guys. Because if you were wondering, that's the most ridiculous news I saw. James Gunn addressed.
Oh, Brian, we were worried about Kite Man.
We were worried about Kite Man, right? But James Gunn addressed this. There was a scene in Peacemaker season 1. There was an article in a newspaper that said, big headline said, it may say Peacemaker's been taking down Kite Man, and everyone's going online thinking that he's permanently gone. But no, Kite Man's still alive, guys. Peacemaker did not take him out. He actually put him in jail. So if you're wondering about that, if you're worried about that, like everybody that's studying that little article clipping in that newspaper that's like hidden in a back scene, guys, I mean, sometimes the things that people pick up on the Easter eggs are hilarious to me. But James Gunn said, so he's fine, and we will see Kite Man again. Sure. Like how he says, sure. He's like, sure, we'll see him again, which we have never seen him in live action. So are we really going to see him in any of these things before? Probably not. But I mean, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Too legit to quit.
Yeah, Pep Star. Sure. But Kite Man, guys, coming back. But the best thing about this, too, in the whole Marvel universe that's kind of making me laugh a lot today, guys, is Paul Walter Hauser. Now, this guy has been everywhere, right? But Paul Walter Hauser came forward, and he said that he actually told like 70 or 80 people that he was Mole Man in the Fantastic Four. He just was telling everybody. He was like, you know what? I don't... He's like, honestly, for the most part, I was tight, zip-lipped, and then everybody understands that at some point that when people are out there doing the Star Wars movies or these Marvel movies, you can't talk about it. You're not supposed to talk about it at all. But he said, if I'm being honest, and I take pride in myself in being honest nowadays, I probably told 70 or 80 people, random people, whether it be family members or fans. I'm not going to lie. I say that I literally told no one all the time, but I told several dozen people that I was in this movie. At the same time, he was like, what are they going to do? Come after me and put me in the Marvel jail? Like, it's not going to happen.
Don't tempt him, Paul.
Yeah, I know. And then he said, like, little kids, like, are you Mole Man? He's like, and then he wink at them, like, kid, And so I think that he was having fun with it, but he was saying that, yeah, what they got bigger and badder things to deal with besides me. So why would they come after me for this? And I'm like, well, I think because you signed a contract that says you're not supposed to spoil anything, and you're in a Marvel movie where they literally will not hire you again if you spoil things. But is he immune to this because he's been doing so much? Maybe. Count O'Dowd from Once Upon a Time to be good to be a pirate. I can see that, be a pirate. And Cruz, to audition for, can you do accents? I do some accents. My accents are horrible. They're horrible. Mike knows it too.
I don't know. Maybe a couple of beers deep, you could be a convincing pirate.
A couple of pirate deep booties and rum off the coke,
deep.
and I'll be good to go. You know, I don't know.
Deep booties and rum and coke. That's what pirates are all about, Brian.
I'll be in there. I'll be good. Yes, give me the booty.
You're going to Marvel jail.
Going to Marvel jail. Going to Marvel jail. Do not go to Marvel jail, guys. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200, and you don't get cast again. But somebody else that might be going to jail very soon is Carl Rinsch, guys. Now, this is a crazy story I talked about a while ago. Now, 47 Ronin. You guys see that movie? Pretty big movie. Keanu Reeves. Now, Carl directed that. And that was Netflix. After he did that, Netflix was like, okay, we're going to give you a lot of money to make a new project, right? And they gave him like all this money, and then he's like, you know what? I need about $11 million more to finish the reshoots. And like the thing is about this whole case is interesting to me because they never saw any dailies. They never were able to look at anything. They're like, you know what? You just shoot it. We don't want to see dailies. We trust you. We'll see the project when it's done. And then he kept asking for more money. And it comes to find out that he was embezzling Netflix. And he was like buying like Rolls Royces and going on vacations and buying big houses and not actually spending the money to actually finish the movie. And Netflix found out about it, of course, and now they've gone after him. They're suing him, and of course they are. And he's supposed to go to New York to go to trial, and he says, I'm broke, guys. I have no money at all. So now they're actually going to have like a marshal, United States Marshal, arrange to take him, transport him from LA over to New York City so he can actually face trial. And August 19th at 4 p.m., he's supposed to have his first like sentencing, his first, in front of the judge. And then the actual trial is supposed to go down later in December, guys. But it's crazy to me that this guy got all this money from Netflix. And they just kept giving him money to make this movie and never asked for one little iota of like evidence that he did anything. I guess he shot some, but then he just didn't finish it. And then he was like, whatever, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna go buy some Rolls Royces. Like, what is that? They should jail Pedro Pascal in Marvel jail. Oh, David Campbell. If Tom haven't sent Marvel to jail, oh yeah, right. You're right. Tom Holland too, J.E. If Tom Holland didn't go to Marvel jail, nobody's going to go to Marvel jail. And Pedro's portrayal was the worst Reed Richards in history for Fantastic Four, David Campbell saying, so that's why he should go to Marvel jail. Well, if he goes to Marvel jail, he might be in jail with, again, Carl here. Guys, this crazy story. It blows my mind that he actually got this and he was like able to like get all this money from Netflix, and they kept giving him more money, like $11 million, even more on top of like it's a couple $100 million. They're like, oh, here's more.
What are we doing with our lives? If it's this easy to just have executives write checks to you, Brian.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Hey, welcome back, Hannah. No, the 2015. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the whole thing. Oh, you're saying the 2015 version was worse. That's what J.E.'s saying. That the 2015 version of Reed Richards was worse, which was again. Yeah, that would be bomb bad.
I think that's the typical feeling.
No, oh, and then David Campbell hitting back. No, he was better than Pedro Pascal. Miles Teller was that version. But this is a crazy story to me. And I think that the thing with Netflix is it's like I don't know how Sardonis didn't actually check into this. Like I don't understand why anybody would be like, maybe we want to see the tapes before we give him $11 million more. I don't know, but I guess what's $11 million after you give them so much already?
It's tough to speculate at this point. I mean, I think we'll see more evidence come out in the trial. It seems like there was irresponsibility occurring probably at some level. So it's hard to blame him entirely. Like if he just kind of ran away with the checkbook like that, I feel like there'd be at least some kind of checks and balances, some in there along the way, as long as you're being, fiscally responsible, which, they should be to their investors, at least.
You think there'd be somebody checking in on that? Some representation from the studio or something.
Then again, as from what we know from Netflix, their method, they're so driven by algorithm. They're like, just make projects, throw spaghetti, throw money at the wall because they've got money. So they might just have all their assets, kind of flung all around town so hard that maybe they're expecting some goodwill from the people that they're funding, which is obviously no way to run a business. But if you've got as many kind of tentacles and as many different production operations as Netflix does, which is probably more than anybody ever has in the history of humanity, You know, it feels like this kind of thing might be inevitable at some point, just due to the sheer number of deals that you have going on at any given time.
Dude. Yeah, so many deals, and like they make that joke about Netflix or greenlit. They say that all the time, right? Because that's kind of how it feels. They're just like pumping stuff out, and they're like, okay, just go ahead, make this and make that. And oh, how much money you need? 100 million here, 100 million there. Okay, cool. So maybe he just worked the system. He knew that system was like that. He's like, okay, I can just kind of keep going for a while. Maybe if they give me another 11 million, I can finish the movie. But I can have a great time right now and get my appointment. He had like a Rolls Royce. I'm like, what are you doing? You know? Like a Rolls Royce? There's a lot of hate about Fantastic Four in the chat right now. Big debate about Fantastic Four.
That's interesting. Is the chat like we have a lot of comic book fans out there?
Oh yeah, we got a lot. Yeah.
Where this challenge is coming from? Because I like, you know, I went back a number of years ago and read like maybe the first dozen issues of Fantastic Four, but like, you know, I understand in 2025 that's not necessarily give you much perspective outside of their troubles with the mole men inside the earth. So I didn't have a whole lot of basis or extended kind of universe to worry about. So what I appreciated that it was like, you know, we got our Kaiju Galactus, and I understand Galactus is bigger than that, so that's kind of a fair concern.
Massive.
But still, it's a Kaiju, right? Like, so I feel like just having a Kaiju on the screen, and more than anything, just not having like a lot of homework to deal with this. I've said this to you 100 times, Brian. Like, but having a bit of more of a self-contained story, like, just felt a little bit more manageable. And you know what? It allowed me to have like the full story arc and catharsis that you don't really always get if you're like, okay, well, we're just planting seeds for properties all over the extended universe. Like that doesn't allow for the same kind of build up and exposition climax, and then we're done and the good guys won and you can go home and you can sleep good tonight. Like you're gonna be like, who's like that? What about Gigantor? They're not gonna be able to fight him.
Yeah, how's that tie in? How's that happen? But I do like that whole idea of it being contained story too, and that's what Kevin Feige said. We're gonna make it a no homework kind of thing, as we were talking about. It's a no homework kind of deal. And the Galactus thing is crazy too, because he is bigger than that. As David Campbell says, Galactus was an awful portrayal. But
he's a little bigger.
He's a little bit bigger.
I understand that Gigantor is not in the MCU either.
Yeah, he's not. Gigantor is not there. And J.E. says nobody likes homework. Welcome, Kevin. How you doing? Thank God for pictures. But the thing is, though, like, how do you? They should have done it. And I've had this conversation about that movie in general. It should have been maybe 20 more minutes, at least 20 more minutes to a half hour. You could have a little bit more backstory, maybe one more space battle. You know what I mean? And then we could have maybe had a more roundabout story.
How long was it? Like an hour 40, something kind of tightish like that.
It was literally like 85 minutes, I think. So no, it wasn't 85. Yes, it was 60, 70. It was 85 minutes. Yeah.
You counting up the minutes?
I'm like 60, 70, 80, 85 minutes. I'm like, so it could have been closer to 2 hours. I think it would have been better. I think we could have had a little bit more breathing room.
That's fair.
I think so. It needed more action, David Campbell said. Minutes minus intros and end credits. Yeah, minus intros and end credits, J.E. It's even shorter then. And nobody wants Jurassic Park 3, but I still enjoy Jurassic Park 3 was like 120 minutes. No, I think it was like 120 minutes, right? No, it wasn't even that. It was like 90 minutes or something like that, or 60 minutes or something like that. It was short.
Man, that's so funny. Like it seems like even those big blockbusters, like they're reeling them back in, because it seemed like we were pushing like 2 hours and 40 minutes for everything that was in the theater, like
everything
a year ago.
Except the Avatar movie is like J.E.'s saying, they're always like 3 hours long. And that new one's gonna be coming out very soon. This Christmas, this holiday season. Get some more of that, guys. Are we gonna get to talk about Paul Walter Hauser again later in the show,
yes. Brian? Or we'll talk about. Okay.
You want to talk about him more? We can talk about him more right now if you want.
We can. I mean, if we're in the comic book area, I'm just thinking about the guy. Like
that's a great point.
Getting put in mole jail, like.
Mole jail. Marvel mole jail. Lock him up.
It'll be a big deal, because he might be having like the second best year behind Pedro Pascal. Like he's in everything.
Dude, he's everywhere.
He's not oversaturated yet, I don't think, unlike the Chris Pratts of the world. I still like, everything that I've seen Paul Walter Hauser in, I've thought he's hysterical. Like he's really good. So it's
Naked
super
Gun?
great to terrific. So it's great to see him in stuff. But I was thinking about just in terms of what about leaks, right? Especially leaks like maybe Marvel leaks are probably second in Hollywood, like in terms of like, like would be a big deal. Second to maybe Star Wars. There's like nothing else that I can think of that would be as big of a deal.
Dude, they lock that stuff down. They have like this open, like it's this closed system. Like when I did Ant-Man, I told people it's this closed system, this app I never heard about. It's like 3 or 4 different steps just to get into it, to get your sides. And it's like I can't even imagine how these things leak, Like who's being like willy-nilly about that? I mean, I think someone's just talking. I'm gonna tell you right now, this character, like again, like Paul Walter Hauser. Like, hey guys, I'm in here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Well, he was kind of doing the like little wink about it though too,
Yeah.
right? He's like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't say anything. Oh, but I hear there is a mole around. Like,
There's a mole.
okay,
There's them we're digging.
but like, I'm just thinking of it. It just surprises me on one level, Brian, and on another level, it doesn't surprise me because, like you say, there's these multiple levels of security. Because obviously, with the community, the way that the community kind of engages with the release of movies now, it's important that stuff isn't released ahead of time. But at the same time, like Brian, you've been in Hollywood for 20 years, my man. Like you hear leaks about stuff and about projects, like I'm sure on the daily, like, and stuff that never makes it to the news cycle too, right?
Yeah, there's stuff that never happens, and just like you hear about, it and then nothing goes on. There's something I know about a series right now.
You just hear about it. You just hear about it, or people will tell you, or be like, "Hey, okay, you can't say anything about it," and it's kind of heartening for humanity on one level to think like, oh, okay, yeah, you can be like, oh, this is my friend, like, oh, I want to tell him about this project, whatever, just don't talk about it. And for that to most of the time be a good enough system, it's kind of awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, but then your friend stabs you in the back and tells the press. Like, I don't know where he heard that. I have no idea where he heard that. One of my friends just gave me like a script for something recently. And I don't want to say what it is, but I'm going to read it. And I'm very excited about it because it's like something that's coming to him. And I'm like, ooh, that's what happens though. It happens. And it's like, but it's all in the DL when you get that stuff. But then there's some people like My Time to Shine and stuff that probably are friends with people. They're like, I'm going to stab. Their friends must know they're going to stab them in the back every time. They must know by now. Let's see, David. We had a lot of chat about Spider-Man, She-Hulk, Spider-Man and Captain Marvel. Mm-hmm. How long they get.
Tom Holland is the worst of them. You had a point with that one. Like.
He tells everybody.
He's probably the reason for all of these security protocols to begin with.
Yeah, right? And screams were leaked and changed, film around. Yeah, he's always changed. He's always putting stuff up there, J.E.
That's actually, that's a tough one. When you hear like, oh, they had to go back for reshoots. Like, they do not want that getting out to the general public because that's not what you want to hear. Like, that it was trash. So they're back cycling and they're doing whatever they can to salvage it. Like,
that's happening a lot.
To a thing that costs like $150 million to produce, like
a lot of actors are saying that though, and it's like they're wondering why that movie's bombing because they're saying it's trash. And the studio's like, "What are you talking about? Why are you saying this?" And then you have like, of course, as the chat says, we do have people like Tom Holland just can't like he can't. He's like, oh, he's holding it back, but he'll never go to Marvel jail. I feel like because they just love him so much. They're
he's
just
too damn adorable.
He's too adorable. They just go, okay, next time, Tom. Okay, buddy. But that Paul Walter Hauser, though, I don't know because he openly admits it and laughs about it. They told like 70 or 80 people, I don't know if it's going to settle well with the mouse. I just don't think it's going to settle well. I think they're going to be like,
You think it'll cost him jobs with them in the future?
I think there's definitely going to be a very hard conversation about it. Let me tell you that. Will it cost some jobs? Maybe not. It could.
It's not a conversation you want to have. Like, hey, will you come into the office?
Yeah, right. Why don't you have a seat? Have a seat. Just have a seat, Guys, always like, follow, share. I got to say that more often. Helps with the algorithm. Let's crack this algorithm. Right. Welcome to Kicking with KRUSE, your entertainment nation here on TikTok, guys. Happy to have you guys here. And Paul Walter.
If you're out there and you're watching, guys, talk up in the chat. This chat here is great. I'm super happy to get a chance to to talk with you guys a little bit. I think that your presence adds a lot to the show, and doubtless anybody else out there in TikTok land that hasn't contributed yet,
Yeah.
shout us out. We'd love to talk to you.
Shout us out. We're building up still. We're working on it. Like I said, you guys like the new build? Is it working pretty good on your end? Let me know that too, because that's always the whole thing. It seems like it's going well over here. I'm looking at the iPad version, which is a little different than the iPhone version, which is how it goes too. David Campbell says it looks good because David loves flops. And his hilarious but brutal takes. LOL. Well, I mean, I love David Campbell here, guys. David Campbell's in Scotland. He's a teacher, sorry, he's a professor, so he's getting ready.
He loves flops. Is that like a wrestling joke?
It might be a wrestling joke.
Is a flop like in soccer or something like that?
I actually agree with some movies that he likes too. I mean, we've been talking about a bunch of movies that he likes that I like too. So. We have a lot in common here, guys. Happy to hear. I may be brutal, but I have been right about a lot, he says. So there you go. Be in there, David Campbell. Be in there. Happy about it. Watch out for Paul Walter Hauser. Guys, think you'll be okay in the chat? Let me know. But somebody that we've questioned will be okay for a long time is Johnny Depp. And Johnny Depp, will he come back to Pirates? That's the question that Bruckheimer's been talking about right now. And Bruckheimer says, if he likes the way the parts are written, I think he would do it. It's all about what's on the page, as we all know when it comes to Johnny. Now, right now, they are doing a new Pirates of the Caribbean. And he keep asking about him. He says he'd love to have Johnny Depp back. He's had conversations with him. But then he also contradicts himself in a little ways. Yeah, he is the only Jack Sparrow here, David Campbell, 100% coming back for the new Pirates. I think he will come back with these conversations that he keeps having about Bruckheimer, the producer keeps having. I'm like, of course he's going to come back. But now he's also saying the same point that it's going to be a reboot. And so working on a reinstallment, a reboot's not quite worked out yet, but we're going to figure it out very soon. And he said, I love him. He's my friend. He's an amazing artist. He's a unique look. And he has created the Captain Jack Sparrow. And that was a lot in the page. And that was all him. And he is the only version we can have of that character. But I'm interested to see it because with all that being said, guys, I feel like he's going to come back. Didn't Disney do him dirty? They did do him dirty. He said he'd only come back for like $500 million in a pack of alpacas. It was something crazy like that. So get those alpacas warmed up, guys, and give him all that cash because Johnny Depp, I think, will be coming back. Didn't she have a baby? I think about Amber Heard. I don't think she had a baby. Not that I know of. It wouldn't be Johnny Depp's baby if she did have a baby because he set sail with that rum diggy dum 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 diggy dum 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 diggy dum dum dow. He took off, guys. But I think that this is just a matter of time till it's officially announced and they come forward and we're gonna have Johnny Depp back. I just think we're gonna have Johnny Depp back. Have no idea either. Yeah, David Campbell. I have no idea if he had a baby. I didn't hear anything about him having a baby. Did you, Mike? I haven't heard about her having a baby.
I heard anything since the trial. No, I think he's probably been trying to keep himself out of the news cycle for as long as he can.
Yeah, he has like that new movie coming out called Day Drinker or something like that. But
that
yeah,
can't be good for the brand.
I think it's called Day Drinker or Day Drunk or let me see, Day Drinker. I think it's called. I know, probably can't be good when you have the mega pint.
How many alpacas is in a pack? Is it like a 6-pack or is it like a 30 rack of alpacas?
I'll check that out too. Yeah, the movie is called Day Drinker coming out. Day Drinker. How much is a pack of alpacas? Anybody know in the chat?
Because like compared to $500 million, like it doesn't seem like if it's even a 30-pack of alpacas, you got to figure like what, like a couple of $1,000 a pop, like if that, like it's not that big of an ask compared to $500 million.
Between $1,500 to $6,000, so for a pack of alpacas.
There you go. That was just guessing off the top of the dome. Of course, I was going for the high-end alpacas, the imported.
Well, I mean,
Heineken alpacas.
Top tier breeding animals can cost $10,000 each, though. So if you want to get like top tier, but a pack, yeah, around David Campbell says maybe around 6 of them.
That's how you make it even cheaper. You get the two high quality breeding alpacas, and then they just pumping out the rest of the pack for free.
You know I love you.
Yeah, pump them right out. Oh, but Mike, do you think that I think Johnny Depp will be back. I see no world where he doesn't come back. I feel like he's waiting out. We'll give him the money. He'll be excited.
How dirty did he come out looking after the Amber Heard trial? Because I get the feeling like he came out like a little greasy, like not like shining, but like I don't think. And this is I only followed the trial like a little bit, just kind of very cursory level. But I didn't hear anything that made me say like, no, this man is a horrible waste of human space. There's no way we should ever give him money again. Like he's a crazy abuser. Nothing like that jumped out of the news
No.
cycle at me. I could be wrong about this, but it didn't seem like his and he, although he's like massive star power too. So does it take more to tarnish somebody on that level, or does it have to do with like the level of charisma that he brings to his roles? I don't know why he's coming out with a movie called Day Drinker.
I know, right?
I can't help.
But no, I think at the end of the day, when it came to that contract, like David Campbell said, she tried to do him dirty and failed. I think he actually helped his brand by that trial, because the first one in the UK, he lost that.
Oh, right.
Everyone was saying he was like, everybody came after him. That's when he lost Pirates. That's when he lost Harry Potter, the Fantastic Beasts.
Amber Heard did come out of that trial looking bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She came out looking bad. He didn't look like a saint either by any means. Like he was still like a lot of crazy drunk stuff he was doing. And he said a lot of crazy things to her too. But at the end of the day, it was a toxic relationship. That's what it was. And she tried to.
You think that the mouse is more willing to engage with him again, even after that kind of thing, just based on the fact that the character that he's, supposed to portray is also a complete scoundrel? Not also. I'm not judging on the person. I mean, just with whatever character he's portraying,
Yeah, I mean, that's a problem.
And a day drinker.
And a day drinker. And he had the mega pint. And, there was a lot of things that kind of shine like that he's like actually like Jack Sparrow in real life, But I think aside from all that, though, people love Johnny Depp. And I think it's not going to really affect him, I don't think, anymore. I think he's going to come back in a big way. And I think that Pirates will be that first step. And they did both abuse each other. That's what we hear in the chat. Yes, Jay, they both abused each other. I just don't see anywhere. Mike, I don't remember, did you watch the trial at all?
I mean, I think I saw a couple of highlight reels,
The one thing that blew my mind was when she said he had like punched her in the face like a bunch of times and threw her down a bunch of stairs. And then she was all bloody and beat up and bruised. And then she was on the Tonight Show, the late night show the next night, and she looked totally fine. And like, we used so much makeup. But I'm like, if you had two black eyes and you were in the ER the night before, there's no way you would look that way on national television the next day.
Does not come across as a credible witness, no.
No, it doesn't come across. So I think that she was lying. I think he was not the best. So either they're both toxic. It was bad. But Johnny Depp, I don't think that his idea of doing Day Drinker is a good idea for his PR at all. It's not great. But I think if Bruckheimer and him are still friends, they're going to come back. People are watching they're talking about watching the documentary in the chat too. They saw it on Netflix. Welcome back, Thumper. How you doing? But who knows? The mouse.
I'm wondering, like, outside of the movies and the backpacks and the pillowcases and everything, like, it has to be a $10 billion franchise, easy.
Oh, for this point, all of Pirates. Oh man,
yeah, for the merchandising plus, because the movies were massive.
I mean,
some of the biggest hits of all time.
They've done 1 million of them too, and they're talking about a reboot right now. It's made over 4.5 billion.
And that's right. And I have to imagine that's only a drop in the bucket compared to the larger merchandising that's going on with that stuff. I mean, I've got a massive collection of Jack Sparrow and Orlando Bloom figurines just in the other room. Tentacle Face, he's my favorite.
I know, man. I've seen you with those pictures late at night. Trust me, I've seen you. You think your camera's not live? It's live.
On my wall.
I'm like, what are you doing?
What was that? Jeffrey Rush, right? Jeffrey Rush poster. Like every teenage girl has a Jeffrey Rush poster on their wall.
Of course.
So I just wonder, because they can't. This is a money machine that you'd be crazy to turn off, right? It's a juggernaut and one of the biggest cinematic juggernauts of all time. So what I wonder is there any universe that the chat sees of these movies continuing without Jack Sparrow in any form, or maybe not without Jack Sparrow, but without the participation of what's his name?
Yeah, David Campbell says nope. Thumper's saying we're talking about, of course, a new Pirates movie.
Johnny Depp.
With Johnny Depp, because Johnny Depp is Bruckheimer was talking about coming back or bringing back Johnny Depp into the Pirates movie. I remember when Johnny Depp paid $3,000 to unseal court documents for more Amber dirt, but it backfired. There's also that too, Ki. There was dirt across the board in both sides, and then we also have a conversation about how they need to stop making all these, that Disney's a little bit too woke sometimes, or making too many different no dragon or cricket on Mulan, crazy Snow White. They need to stop. They need to stop a lot of it too. Without Johnny Depp, they are done. That's what David Campbell's saying. I think so too. And Jay says if Housewives can continue without its originals, films can continue as well. Mr. Campbell is on it.
I don't know. Well, that begs an interesting question though. Is if we're past as Tom Cruise does his last Mission Impossible, is the age of the movie star over? And that's like really that question is about what the drawing power of franchises now, because they're the new kid on the block, versus individuals bringing in people to the movie theaters. Like I can only think of the newer people like that would be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, right?
Which
everywhere you see his name on the marquee, that gets you into the theater. Like, so I don't know. I do have a hard time seeing the series continue without Johnny Depp. But at the same time too. Do kids care? Do they love this? Because he's a clown. He's a drunken clown.
He's like, oh.
So maybe kids want that particular drunken clown over just the pirate adventures too. I don't know.
Maybe that's all they need.
A lot of marketing analysis about this. It would be a lot cheaper than $500 million in a fleet of alpacas just to, have the kids down at the mall that they recruit to come into those kind of research sessions tell you what they think.
Here's a good point too, Mike. Killian said, I believe Johnny Depp. Welcome. Good to see you back, Killian. Good to see you. Round of applause for Killian, guys. And also, Depp made it worse by dragging his revenge tour into the court. There's also that too. There's a lot of bad PR right there that maybe people will not want to watch this if he's involved. So there's also that thing about, as a producer standpoint, as we've been talking about, Disney and how they don't want to bring certain actors back that have trashed their movies as well. So there is that standpoint, but I feel like he's so synonymous with that franchise.
That's the thing. I would be so much more worried about offending Disney than offending the audience if I was him.
Yeah, the mouse does not handle that well, man. The mouse does not take criticism. No, I don't, boy. Not at all. And so I feel like if they get the mouse mad, we're done. They're done. Just be like Scream 5, introduce random new characters, and they're all related, like Sam to Billy. Yeah, I mean, you can always do that, too. They're all related. Maybe, but they tried that with, who was it? It was Penelope Cruz was in one of them, and she was supposed to be like the female version of Jack Sparrow, and that movie didn't do that well, too. Depp said he wouldn't go back. Yeah, I know, Killian. He said he wouldn't go back, but apparently Bruckheimer said they've had conversations now, and he said he will come back for the right script, he believes. We'll see. They are doing the reboot right now. Will the reboot be enough? Will that work out? Or will they move forward with something else? I will have to wait and find out. A crazy thing, though, I just say if you want to sell this, maybe you throw them into the octagon on the White House lawn, because apparently, and we talked about this, guys, the UFC is going to have an event, a fight on the front lawn of the White House, guys. That's right. Dana White, the UFC chief and friend of our president, 4547, because we don't say his name on here, guys, because the algorithm, you guys know. 4547, he talked to him, and now they have plans to meet again and work out with Ivanka to have a big UFC battle on the White House lawn this coming 2026, 4th of July, guys. Big celebration. He put 47 in the octagon, David Campbell saying, let's throw him in there. Let's throw 47 in 47 guys.
Let's see how he does. Put him in with the reigning heavyweight.
The reigning heavyweight.
I'd love to see it.
47 versus the 47 Vice 47. That's what we say. Vice 47 versus 47 in the octagon, guys. And Dana White said when they called me to do it, I said I want to thank Ivanka for helping me out with this. She reached out to me, started talking about all these possibilities, and I can't wait to have this big battle on the White House lawn. And no idea who's me fighting it. I know you guys got some good ideas, but we'll have to wait and find out. But apparently, if you want to see UFC battle at our nation's capital, or I should say at our nation's White House, Get ready for it. Is this Idiocracy? It feels like Idiocracy a little bit to me. But
it's a wonderful red herring. If we're talking
yes.
about the octagon on the White House lawn, you know what we're not talking about? Those things that we said, that we're going to release. Let's release them. When I get in the office, I'm going to release them. Oh, wait, maybe we shouldn't release those.
The Epi files. I'm waiting for them. They haven't happened yet. And I don't think they're going to happen.
Those guy files?
I don't think they're going to happen. I just don't see it. I like the chat even said, KI2 said, I feel like we're living in Idiocracy.
Where's
and
Camacho?
Also,
if we can get President Camacho, then that would be a restoration to sanity at this point.
I mean, let's make that. Come on, that might be even better for us. Maybe we'd be feeling better about that.
Sincerely, though, Terry Crews is making an incredible politician.
You know that Terry Crews did a whole thing this last election cycle, or maybe it was the time before, where I think it was 2020. Maybe it was 2024, where he actually did the Camacho thing and he did a bunch of tours and he was doing speeches and stuff like that, saying he was running, and it kind of made sense for everything that's happening too. But I also just want to address Killian very fast. Killian, he said Depp script. Jeff doesn't even read or know his lines. He had to have an earpiece to have his lines fed to him all the time. That's hilarious. I know this is Brookheimer saying this, so it's not me. It's Brookheimer saying that too. I mean, they could have it in the ballroom, David Campbell saying. and the big, beautiful ballroom.
Harder to have spectators, though. It'd just be a pay-per-view event, though. You want to have the WrestleMania arena built up around. Come to think of it, it's 2025. We might as well just pave the White House, put up a big Pontiac Silverdome for there's no more Hulk Hogan. I don't even know who get David in there.
Dave already trashed 45, 47 quite a bit. You think you're a man? Does a man have titties like these? I was like, whoa, Dave. I love Dave Bautista, man. He's great. What Hollywood celebs do you think are definitely in the Epi files?
We can't even talk about this.
Oil Man's definitely. Can you imagine the Oil Man? He might be in there.
I'm trying to think. Ric Flair is a maybe. Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah,
possibly
there. Miss Elizabeth for sure. She was there. We all know on the chat, the Oil Man's going to be pardoned. He might be. Oil Man might go home. 90s wrestlers, Jay's saying. Yeah, all the 90s wrestlers were there. Kurt Hennig was there. I'm sorry, Mr. Perfect. I know you were there. Definitely Bret Hart. Come on. That's why, they took him out. Oh, man. I don't know. There's a lot of names probably in there. A lot of big, rich people. There's celebrities we probably know and love. I mean, probably the people we think that would be the most wholesome are probably in there, too. Come on, guys. I wouldn't be surprised Tom Hanks is there. I'm sorry, Tom Hanks. I hope you're not. But you never know with all of that.
Well, but doubtless there's a lot of smoke that's being blown to throw the whole thing into confusion. I'd be less inclined to presume that someone who's on the list is on there as a smokescreen if say they attended events or were neighbors with these guys, or they had pictures and pictures and pictures and pictures of them hanging out, if they had little scribbled love notes to each other. Some of that is kind of corroborating, along with the fact of doing all kinds of shiesty stuff to throw the American public off your trail. We can't keep going here. I can't talk. This is too deep into this.
It's too deep of a rabbit hole. But
it's too maddening.
But I will say, man, I know there was a rumor that they were going to do the fight on the White House lawn, and I was like, there's no way they're going to. Oh, yep, they were doing that. But then again, every day I say they're not going to. Oh yeah. Oh, they're not. Oh yeah. Oh, they're. Oh yeah. So
it's for sale. The whole thing is for rent, Brian. from the grass to the Lincoln bedroom, you can get in there for a price.
Yeah, and then KI2 said Stephen King even tweeted something saying that the files don't exist. So maybe he's in there. You never know. Anybody, it's the Wild West when it comes to that. Maybe one day we'll find out. It just doesn't feel like it's going to happen.
That tweet, the timing of that tweet though was suspicious though too, because it could have been sarcastic after being like, oh, what do you mean they don't exist? So that I wasn't totally convinced on.
Yeah,
but I don't know either way. So
I don't know, Mike. It's I was talking about this yesterday too. I don't know how they're going to do a weapons prequel, but they're doing a weapons prequel. And I brought this up to you guys a little bit, but I have a little more information on this. I want to bring this out to you too. So if you guys saw Weapons over the weekend, it's made like $80 million right now on a $30 million budget, but New Line is in early talks to have this happen now. Now, Zach Kreger, the writer-director, is not officially attached to it yet. I didn't know yet when I first got these details the other night, but he's not officially attached to it. Plot details are under wraps, but it's unclear what capacity that he will actually have in the movie if he does. But a writer friend actually approached Kreger about this idea, and then he would really spark some interest about it. So apparently whatever his writer friend said to him, he was like, oh, that could actually work. And then New Line's Richard Brenner and Warner Brothers chairperson Mike DeLuca have actually had a lot of push for this to actually happen because how much this movie actually made. Now, 81 million so far. It probably made more by today too. But the idea is right now that they're trying to make more off this franchise. Again, as I talked about this movie before, it's kind of a one and done if you ask me. I'm going to do a prequel to something that's based on a true story about when kids disappear, where do they go? But we're going to try to find out more about that. I don't know. But Kreger's got his own project now. I told people Resident Evil he's working on right now. Slated to come out September 18th of 2026. So we got some time till that comes out. He's going to be gruesome, grotesque, and getting in there too. I love Kreger's stuff so far. Barbarian was great. That really freaked me out, Barbarian. It was a great movie. And Weapons was really well done.
An upsetting watch.
It was upsetting, right? Oh my god! I had no idea. Even the cast, I had no idea who was gonna be in there too. Justin. Oh man, I went blanking on his name. I had no idea he was in there.
Justin Long.
Yeah,
I was so happy to see him come back. He should be getting more work. He's a great actor.
Yeah, he's great. I love him too. Just don't watch his It's a Wonderful Knife movie. That was really bad. I was like, what is this horror movie you just made for Hulu? He did something right there. And people are saying, like David Campbell saying the everybody knows the Epi or you don't like Epi. KI2 says definitely Epi. People are saying the Oil Man's in there. A Wheelchair Gamer, I know Final Destination is just a movie, but when I see logs, yep, I know, get out of the way. And wasn't Oil Man not guilty? Oil Man was found kind of not guilty on some charges and found guilty on a couple. For traveling and prostitution, he was found guilty, so he's up for sentencing, could serve up to 20 years. We'll find out in October. The kids go to Disney jail. Yep, we go to Disney jail. But just Justin Long always dies in horror movies. And you know what? That's okay. I was fine with that. And Kreger had a great vision for Barbarian. He had a great vision for Weapons, but you probably didn't see Weapons yet, Mike, did you?
I haven't had a chance, no. You went to see it?
I went to see it. It literally starts with this event.
Did you have Sean on to talk about it?
We're going to talk about it tonight, later on. We're going to talk to Sean about this tonight because I want to see Sean's take on it because he was so excited about it. So we're going to talk about this too tonight with Sean and my panel over there. So we're going to have this is just like we're a breeze by a little bit here today, but it really feels like a one and done. I don't know how you do a prequel to this. It's based on a true story, which I have no idea how it's based on a true story. But I mean, they literally do the event within the first 5 minutes. They say what happened. Then we go into the story of what happens after the kids disappear. And so a prequel to this, you're going to have the kids playing and hanging out where they show us what happens before the kids disappear in the movie too. So I don't even know how you have a prequel where you show a teacher in a different town. But this happened to the teacher in a different town. I just don't see a reason for a prequel here. I feel like it's a cash grab. I don't think it's going to do good. I just don't think it'll get done. I just don't see when you have a contained narrative like this, how you make you're trying to make some more money off. I hate it.
I don't know. People pull off creative narrative trickery all the time. Sometimes it works.
Yeah.
You think cash grab though?
I think a cash grab.
They're just trying to capitalize.
They're
like, okay, we're not going to make a sequel, so let's just say, okay, it's a prequel, and we'll figure it out what it's going to be. We'll
find some kind of horror aspect we can bring in. Maybe they'll do it about there's an aunt in here, an aunt, whatever we want to say it. Maybe they'll do her backstory. Maybe they'll do that. Maybe that's what it's going to be, which could be interesting, but I don't know. I just don't. Maybe they'll find a way to surprise me. It's like Black Phone 2. I thought there was no reason for that, but I saw the trailer and I want to see that now. So maybe they'll find a way to make me get into it. David Campbell says, how about Alien Earth? Was it good? It was good to me. I didn't get a chance to watch Alien Earth because I was up so late building the shows. I want to watch it so bad. The first 2 episodes are out. That young boy from Bloodlines, Chucky TV series. Really? He passed away? That's crazy. A friend from France said he liked it. It was a good movie. Kill 8. It was a good movie. Maybe the allegory or children getting... thank you for that, Raven. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Welcome, guys. Also, we have his characters. Oh, the characters right now. Only saw one episode of the Alien TV series, but you guys liked it too. Bring back Creep Show, Killian says. We could bring back Creep Show too, Mike. But there's a path here, guys. Like, follow, share. Welcome to Entertainment Nation as always, guys. Help us beat that algorithm. It's always gonna help us. Give me some of these kitty cats up here too, guys. I got the kitty cats going. All right? Kitty cats.
Hey, Fred from France. Where are you from, my man?
Yeah, where are you from out there? Let us know. Cash Grab KI2 is saying maybe it's an allegory for children getting trafficked. Maybe there's something there. Let us know, Killian, your friend from France, where they're at. But we should see what happens with it. I don't know. I'm not sold on this yet, though, Mike. We'll see, guys. You can keep talking about. We'll keep talking about it too. But I'm not sold on a prequel. I'm more sold on Forky coming back, guys. That's right. Forky's coming back. Again. Oh, guys, for Toy Story. Now, I love me some Tony Hale. If you guys know Tony Hale, he's fantastic. I always think about Buster from Arrested Development all the time. Buster, buddy, why do I got to do that on a patio? I love him so much, but Tony Hale has been confirmed to come back for Toy Story 4, from Toy Story 4 for Toy Story 5. He recorded all of his dialogue about a month ago. He said he's super excited about it. I love the idea of Forky. I was surprised how much I love Forky in Toy Story 4. But 5's coming out June 19th, 2026. Are you guys excited about this? It's Toy Story 5. That's what it is, Wheelchair Gamer. Toy Story 5. I didn't see it, but I was... I can't. But anyways, it's fun. Yes, Jay's saying yes. We're gonna get back some Forky. I'm excited about it. Why do you keep these things going? They just keep them going, David Campbell. They keep them going. No, let the Toy Story franchise go, he says. The kids do love it. Cindy, I love these. They're fun. They're fun projects. And I think they have a great time when they do them too. And the cast loves them as well. And the children, it's for the kids. It's for the children. The children, guys, the children love it. So that's why they keep going. And I think they will have a great time when they make them. And of course, I don't think this is the end. If you think this is the end, I'd be surprised, guys. A lot of breaking news today, guys. A lot of breaking news. That was the longest breaking news segment ever, Mike, we've ever done in any aspect of it. Oh, I missed one. I missed one too.
No.
KRUSE, you should play a character on there. I would love to play a character on there. Okay, one more thing, guys. I would be Bo Peep. No, I'm just kidding.
Stretch Armstrong.
Stretch Armstrong. That'd be great.
100%.
I would love to play it. I can play Superman. Can I play Superman on there? Like the Superman character? Like the kid gets a Superman toy and I can play that voice of that too. That'd be fun. How do these Toy Stories find cast because Andy is old? Well, they keep finding new places to go, Wheelchair Gamer. I know like the Andy moved on to somebody else, and then they actually pushed them onto a new child. Then they went to a daycare. Now they're out in the real world, so they keep finding ways to go. Kids have underdeveloped frontal lobe, and they didn't differentiate between good and the bad content. Oh, jeez. There's also
savage burns the children everywhere.
Oh boy, KI2 getting them hard. Okay, one last thing, guys, before we move on. Pineapple Express 2. Now, of course, I think a big thing is Seth Rogen's been on all these podcasts recently. And we had the studio that came out, but he was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, and they were talking about, of course, Pineapple Express 2. And he said, we could probably sell it to streaming or something, but I don't really know if we can make this happen. He said it's a big demand for a sequel. He keeps getting it. There could be one. You never know. I don't know. I'm not great with sequels. It's not where my mind is where it goes with this, but maybe one day we will find it. Now, back in 2013, Sony actually released a fake Pineapple Express 2 trailer for April Fool's Days, and people were loving that too. But guys, think about this. What's been happening between him and, of course, his old little buddy there, I don't see this happening. James Franco. James Franco has so much drama. If you guys don't know about the drama, Pineapple Express 2, Killian saying, man, it could be good, David Campbell saying. It could be good, but because James Franco has kind of been canceled, I just don't see him coming back. If you guys don't know about the James Franco thing, he had an actor class here in Hollywood, and he had all these girls that he was trying to get like pretty much in their skivvies, in their underwear to have like lovemaking scenes, and it just got out of control. So he was kind of taking advantage. That was the allegations that came forward, taking advantage of these women, and then after that, he was kind of canceled. He hasn't worked in Hollywood since.
It seemed like Rogan was in his court for still a little while.
For a little while, Mike.
But then but then kind of the accusations started piling up, and he started to kind of distance himself from them and their friendship, I think.
Yeah, and he even said, like, we're not friends anymore. We'll probably never be friends again. So it's like, I don't know how you do Pineapple Express 2 without having those guys together. I just don't know how that actually works, you know? I just don't see it happening. So, and Clerks 3.
It's their buddy movie. It's those two guys. That's what Pineapple Express is. Them and what's the other actor from Vice Principals and
Danny McBride?
Danny McBride, yeah. He would be the other only critical element I could think of.
Killian's like, Clerks 3. I think they are doing a Clerks 3, aren't they? I know they're doing a Mallrats.
Did they already do Clerks 3? I think they did.
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah. You're right. Because they went with one where they're at the movie burger. Then they did like another one where it was like black and white for a little bit too, I think, right? Guys.
I don't know.
So much. Yeah, David Campbell's saying it would be Clerks 4. It would be Clerks 4. There you go. David Campbell's right. It would be Clerks 4. You have good news. What's the good news, Wheelchair Gamer? Let me know. But yeah, guys, a lot of breaking news. It took us a long time. Mike, what do you think? Do you want to do hot takes?
No, hell no. No way. It does not make a lick of this sense in this format. It would just be totally pimping me. I've told you
I'll do it too.
We can try. If you want to do it too, let's do it.
People have never seen it before out here. I've never done it here before.
True. That's true. Have you guys haven't seen hot takes before? We do this all the time for a long time. This is an early part of the format.
Yeah, they've never seen hot takes. So that's why I was saying maybe we do hot takes for them, guys. I don't have the graphic tuned up. Let's do some hot takes, guys. Let's do some hot takes.
You don't have the graphic. You'll be able to at least get the music going though, right?
I didn't put it in here. Oh, okay. I thought I put it in here, but apparently I did not, unfortunately. So I'm sorry. We can just go on to here. I thought I put it in here. I really thought I put it in here. Maybe I'll do this. Watch this. We'll do this, okay? Because Mike wants it and you guys have never seen it before, I'm going to take this one. Give me 2.5 seconds. Mike, tell me a good story about when you fell in love with a leprechaun and then they broke your heart and then you came back to the real world.
Well, yeah, that happens to all of us occasionally. I don't remember that story so good. I remember the one time that we were having issues with connectivity, like we would have sometimes on the show, right, Brian? And so I was having router issues, but then they stopped because my mom had been vacuuming the lower floor of the house because I was visiting my mother. So I thought that maybe her vacuuming had something to do with the router situation. So I went down into the basement, and sitting on the router was a small man with a pan flute, and he shook his hook hand at me, and he said, "Yar, now answer me these questions 3." Long story short, I gave him 3 copper pieces, and he restored the internet service, and we were able to continue free from any sort of technological bugs for the rest of the night, as I recall.
Pretty great story there, Mike. I love it.
You two can engage with me while you do this. We've known each other for long enough.
Let me ask you a question though too about that. Like that was so funny because like you were just like, I don't know what's happening right now, and I'm like, Mike, where have you been? You just disappeared on me for a long time, and then you said that, and everybody was like rolling, laughing live. We were all laughing out really loud, and then like I put that as an individual segment on there, and everybody people were having so much fun with it. I was like, it was so good.
Yeah, you named it something about trolls, and I wasn't even talking about like internet.
Cindy's laughing. Killian saying, "Oh my god."
He's like Mike responds to the trolls, but I wasn't actually like. You'd think that in a short YouTube segment that would be about internet trolls, but it was actually about the I don't know, goblin, some sort of little.
Let's do some hot takes, Mike.
Fairy creature.
Those hot takes. There we go. I got it together. That was crazy. Here we go, guys. It's hot take time. This is that time. I put 1 minute on the clock, and we break down our hot takes, the latest breaking news. I never do hot takes on the show. I'm going to do it today.
Doing it live on Kicking It with KRUSE.
We're live on Kicking It with KRUSE. We're going to do it for the first time. But, Mike, just to be fair, we're going to go with the wheel to find out who's going to go first on the hot takes.
I don't have any guarantee. I don't have any guarantee that you don't have a cheat button behind the scenes on the wheel, though, is the thing.
Very true. Very true. We're gonna find out. I'm not ready for hot takes at all either. So my hot takes are gonna be horrible. Here, let's spin this wheel, guys. Let's find out who's going first on the hot takes. Oh, it's Mike. It's Mike.
That doesn't should be in here.
Hey, Mike, you might win. You might win.
Maybe this will work on TikTok, Brian, because I have the same issue that Sean does when he's on your other show, that like the graphics and the timing never lines up. So we always end up overshooting our mark because we can't hear it at the same cadence as
hopefully you can hear it better right here, you know?
Maybe. We'll find out.
I like how internet trolls, there's trolls out there. Jay's calling it rigged. Hannah says I'm back. Cindy says I'm scared. And Steve, an upcoming movie starring Cillian Murphy and Jay, Thriller just dropped 1 hour ago. I'm going to check that out. I'll check that out, Wheelchair Gamer. I'm going to check that out. And they all said, what kind of story was that, Mike? They loved your story. All right, Mike.
Keep a few pieces of copper in your pocket just in case you have internet problems. That's all I'm suggesting.
Just in case, Mike.
Measures, yeah.
All right, Mike.
Let's do it.
I see that twinkle in your eye. Here we go. Without further ado, hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Okay, Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Hot Take Stitch. I don't know, little fuzzy guys in live action 3D is kind of fun, is it not? The Revenants, yeah, go crunch up some zombies if you got a battle axe hanging out in the back of your, or like a Klingon weapon hanging up in the back of your comic book shop. That could happen. Kite Man, who the hell is Kite Man? Paul Walter Hauser spoiled. He didn't spoil anything. He was very selective about who he told. I didn't watch 47 Ronin, but Netflix, come on, watch who you're giving your money to. Johnny Depp, yeah, I think he'll come back. White House fight, good. Smack some bitches up. Weapons, didn't see the first one, but yeah, Barbarian was killer, so I have no reason to believe that it won't be good for them to have any other kind of project any way they can have it. Forky, yeah, Tony Hale, all day long. Buster, he's so good. And Pineapple Express 2, do I see it happening? I don't see it happening, Brian. Would I watch it? Yeah, it depends. Was Franco like a hard cancel or a soft cancel? He's like a sex pest, but maybe not technically an R word.
Great hot takes, Mike!
Oh, you got my music in there and everything.
Sexy boy.
Thank you.
I'm not your boy toy.
Woo! Great hot takes, Mike. Hope he will catch up. Okay, welcome back, Hannah. Good to see you, Killian. Thanks for guys. Follow, share, as always. Welcome to Kickin' with KRUSE, guys. Your one-stop shop for entertainment talk. I guess I'm gonna do hot takes.
If you just tuned in, this is something that our host does not do all the time.
No.
He doesn't do this on his regular show. So you're very fortunate that you've chosen to tune into TikTok today, because this is the man. He's usually the officiating master guru that we all worship at his altar. So for him to come down to the mortal plane and bestow upon us something as pitiful and worldly and mundane as a hot take is truly a manna from the heavens. So I wanted you to be aware.
It's gonna be. Thank you. Hannah's starting school. He has many jobs.
It's a special event.
All the jobs. All right, good luck, Hannah. All right, here we go. Can't wait for Superman 17. It's going to happen. Guys, all right. I guess I'm going to do hot takes now. I haven't done it a long time. Let's do it. All right. Hot takes, Brian. 3.
Can I count down?
Yeah, go.
3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
All right, everybody, I'm talking about Lilo and Stitch, guys. I just don't buy it. I mean, we do all these live action movies, and we're taking them to animated form, bringing them to live action, and then somebody trashes, talks about it, and doesn't do well, guys. But I think that this is a great one, so if you guys love it, I'm happy you love it. The Revenants, I can't wait to see it. Give me some more zombies, comic books, and people out there having a great time. Munch on those zombie brains and make some comics live, guys. And Kite Man, fly off the shelf. I don't care about you, Kite Man. Paul Walter Hauser, you are going to Marvel jail. You do not know, but you're not going to pass Let's go. You're not going to collect $200. Goodbye, guy. Also, again, 47 Ronin director, what are you thinking, man? Stop buying Porsches, Rolls Royces, and finish the movie. People need more content, guys. Giant Depp will be back, guys. If there's anything else that I know, that bottle of rum will be in his hand one more time. White House, don't fight at the White House. Fix this shit, people. Fix it. Help the people out. Weapons, it's a good movie. No prequel needed. Also, Forky, if you got a weapon on the White House lawn, use a fork. Use a fork and pineapple stress, too. I'll check it out, guys. I love pineapple stress. The first one's fun, but what's more fun is just comedies back in theaters, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo!
Whoa! Bringing a fork into the ring. Did the ref see it?
Did the ref see it? The ref did not see it. The ref did not see it.
It's a real shoulder knocker.
Thanks, guys. Please like, follow, and share. As always, let's crack this algorithm. We're welcoming to Kickin' with KRUSE. Thank you, Cindy.
Nice hot takes, Brian.
Yeah, thanks. Off the dome, man. Off the dome.
We're not doing voting though. We can't do that. There's conflict of interest.
We all win here, Mike. We all win.
That's right.
Congratulations, Mike.
Thank you, Brian.
I'm giving you a win, Mike.
Confetti and balloons. It's different in a vertical format.
You get it.
Feels like I'm missing some space over here on the sides.
Right? It feels like something's weird there. Something's not quite right, vertical format. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. Guys, thank you for being here.
What do you think, chat? How do you like that segment? We do that if you come to the daily show or the thrice weekly show, you get to see that. Usually it's not an hour and a half into the show. It's about 20 minutes into the show.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? My camera went off for a second, apparently. Yeah, normally we do that like 20 minutes, 30 minutes in, not an hour and a half in, but that happened, guys. So thanks for being here, Mike. Mike, you're a trooper today. You're doing the whole show, man.
It's been easy. The format's different. I mean, it kind of does feel a little superfluous to do the hot takes after, because like if it's just you and me, like it feels like it would be weird to have you smash through all the stories quick. Like we might as well just kind of
talk about them all.
Unless for whatever reason you want to have that quick cut version of it. I guess a lot of it depends on how you want to cut up your show for the mini movies that you post. Is that what you call them?
On TikTok? Yeah, the mini movies on TikTok. It actually makes little segments for you on TikTok. You can just post. It like pulls out little clips. You just like boop, pop that up. So I'm going to use some of that today.
But what probably won't pull out all of your topic introductions and put those all together in one, though.
Yeah, no, it won't do that. No, I wish it did. That'd be cool. I don't know. Pretty soon. And Hannah, enjoy your last day of summer. Enjoy your last day of summer. It goes by fast. All right, it goes by fast. Soon, Mike.
I'm sure you're doing something else really worthwhile though with your first day of autumn or of your next project. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Great hot takes, Mike. That was fun. It was still fun. Guys, streamers. Let's talk about that Batman 2 in Comic Corner. Guys, he's not here to protest, not at all. He protests on the live show all the time on the YouTube, the webs. But guys, the Batman 2, we know it's coming finally. They've finally been talking about they're going to start shooting this too. But a little leak came over the weekend, and it's been talking about all this week. I've been waiting to talk about it, so here we are talking about it. There's a thing happening. They're saying that Dick Grayson, Robin himself, is going to pop up in the Batman 2. Now, this is a big deal because I guess Matt Reeves wants to do it. He's been wanting to do that in his Batman universe. But no way. I want to go see Batman, Hannah. Yeah. More comics. Oh no, Camel's coming in swinging. That's what J.E. says. But the thing is about this too. You already have the Brave and the Bold happening with James Gunn's universe, and he's introducing Robin. And so, will they do Robin in the Batman as well? This is an Elseworlds thing, so he could. But when James Gunn actually heard about this, James Gunn went after this and said, anything you've heard about this movie is made up or it is a guess. No one in the world knows anything about this concept except for hold on. I want to get this right because it's kind of hilarious. He says nobody in this world knows anything about this except the 4 people that read the script, and out of those, out of all these ideas, only 4 people know about this. And it's like, James Gunn, what are you saying right now? He's like saying there's 6 people that read the script, there's 4 people that read the script. He's like, but he's not actually, this could leak. This could leak. It could totally leak. And I think at the end of the day, sometimes people believe going to bed early today, okay, get some sleep, Hannah. They should. They should bring Robin in, David Campbell says. But, James Gunn, this stuff could leak. We were just talking about leaks constantly. Things leak all the time. So this could actually happen. And he had to be super young next to Battinson's Batman. I think he'd have to be super young. But also, too, we're talking about Kreger so much earlier. Zach Kreger also has another Batman movie that he's developed too, but it's about a hitman. It's about a hitman in Gotham City, a low-level hitman, and according to this whole thing, he calls it a stroke of luck. He says he loves it so much. You're gonna have Joker, Harley Quinn, maybe the Batman, maybe a Robin would pop into, all the different characters from the Batman universe could pop in. But they were saying before it would be a Joker movie, let alone, but it's not a Joker movie. It's about a hitman in Gotham City. And we'll see if that actually goes anywhere, because again, it could be an Elseworlds movie, but it might not be. I don't think. I mean, they got so much content. I can't imagine that actually happening either. But I will say this: if anybody's gonna do it, if Kreger's so hot, I feel like James Gunn would make that happen. I feel like he would. But Robin's a big thing to me. I can't see them actually doing Robin. Hannah's not going to bed yet. She says she's going to bed later. Killian, thank you for the like. Guys, always like, follow, share. As a Punisher for a Marvel product. The Punisher's in Spider-Man, actually. The Punisher's going to be in Spider-Man, Brand New Day. And the Punisher's also got his special coming to Disney Plus. They have no release date yet, but that's coming to Disney Plus as well. They're working on filming that too. So there's Marvel stuff coming. There's DC stuff coming. Robin and Pattinson together. David Campbell wants to see it. What do you think, Mike? I think that Robin could work, but I think it's a tough thing in this universe already to start addressing Robin. We barely had anything to do. I mean, we had 3.5 hours. It feels like 3.5 hours for the Batman, but I think we had too many other characters to establish. I think it's too early in that franchise to throw the Robin in there. What do you think?
I'm wondering about your personal provenance with the Robin character, because you guys out in the chat might not know. When Brian was in middle school, he was a dead ringer for Chris O'Donnell.
I got that all the time. I got that when I moved down here too in LA for a little while. People were like, "You're Chris O'Donnell." I'm like, "Chris O'Donnell? What? I'm hearing that again.
You hear Robin's gonna be in a Batman movie. Like my mind immediately goes to Batman and Robin. The best one of the franchise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Chris O'Donnell. He wasn't even like. It's so crazy that he was. Joey Lawrence was supposed to be Robin. I told you that before, right?
That would have been a very different Robin.
So different.
Would have been so good for his career.
Dude, I was talking to Joey about that when I worked on Melissa and Joey, and he was telling me he's so bitter about it too, which I get. I'd be bitter too. But he was working on a program, and they said that he could go audition for it. Like, oh yeah, it's fine. If you get it, it's good. And then he got it. And then they said, oh no, you can't leave our show. We're not giving you the time off to go shoot it. Then he said that they actually, based off his bad boy look that he had back then, the Joey Lawrence bad boy look that everybody loved, they actually made him, they made Chris O'Donnell, the pierced ear, the kind of look he had, they made Chris O'Donnell look like him. That's what he was saying. They stole his image for the movie. And he was so mad about it.
I'd still be bitter about that too. Oh my God.
Yeah, right. It's a crazy thing. I would be like, are you kidding me? You're going to steal my presence and you're going to just put it out? I mean, it's wild to me. The Punisher shouldn't be in a Brand New Day. Dave, who do you think said that? Who do you think said that, Mike?
We have Sean in the chat.
It was David Campbell. I finally got why they call him the Punisher of the first film. He gets beat up all the time. Yeah, he does get beat up, but he also beats people up too. Chris was popular at the time. Chris was so popular at the time too. He was big. Chris O'Donnell was popular, but like
he had a moment, kind of a flash in the pan.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he was gone. They did the NCIS stuff, and that was big for him too for a while. That's true. It was, that was his renaissance for a little bit. But I just don't. I mean, Robin. I mean, I would have played Robin. Robin would have been cool. But who do they cast as Robin? I'm going to say it. Even though I don't want to say it, but I can see it actually working out in this case. Would probably be Chalamet.
Yes. I'm so happy you said that.
I can see
I didn't know who you were gonna say.
doing it.
I didn't know who you were gonna say, and then I was like,
Chalamet
wait,
go
is he gonna say Chalamet?
Yeah. Pep Star doesn't want the Chalamet though. Pep Star wants it.
Chalamet.
You like Chalamet. TikTok has to like Chalamet, right?
They probably do. Killian says, yes. Thomas Jane was a good Punisher. He was. I know you're going to say that. I knew you were going to say that, J.E. said, yeah, Chalamet. But I feel like the chat probably does like Chalamet. Could you guys see Chalamet as Robin?
Kinda. Even for Robin, he's a little on the scrawny side. I mean, no shade. I'm in the same boat, but
Yeah.
like you need to put on maybe like 25 pounds of muscle, like just to get to be the slim superhero.
But maybe he could do it. Get that, get that again. That the DC, get the DC juice going right there. They could take care of him. The boy uses.
I wonder if he'd want like a super big paycheck for that, or like if just to get his feet in some other kind of work like that, if he might take like, a $5 million payday or something like that.
Maybe. I mean, like I feel like he's probably getting paid more and more right now. The kid works magic. Killian said he's good for an actor. And then David Campbell says he's overdone right now. The boy uses fake muscles. J.E. said.
That's well about the modular suit, right? You got the strong pectoral shaping of the PVC of the suit,
holding it together, right? Oh man. And Hannah likes Peppy. Yeah. Peppy likes you too, Hannah.
You were in the Ant-Man suit. How'd you look in the Ant-Man suit, Brian? You haven't shown me any pictures of that.
Unfortunately, that is gone forever. Peppy, how did I look, buddy?
Yeah, well, I'm smooth and debonair.
Yeah, I know you are, but how did I look? Huh?
Nice and dandy like cotton candy.
Thanks, buddy. It was good, man. But they did put me in a muscle suit, which they said they use it for a lot of the Marvel people too. They told me that they put me in the muscle legs, and the muscle legs were hilarious.
So it's a muscle suit and muscle legs underneath the fabric suit.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so it's layers.
It's layers. It was more like a motorcycle outfit too. That's what it felt like. It felt like a motor, but I needed hands to put it on because it's like it was something like that. Like I'm in a mosh pit or a car pit. Mm-hmm. But they put that on me, and then like they even said that the legs, a lot of the actors use like
a mosh pit or a car pit,
something like that.
Which one of those was it like? It was like a carpet. Like that's easier for me to imagine.
Like a carpet mosh pit. I don't know. It was something, but it was fascinating. Where the helmet was the worst. The helmet was the worst because the helmet was like, oh man, it was like it squeezed. It did this, so it folded like this, but like on your head. So it was like whoop, and it folded on, and then it strapped on, and it pushed against your face a lot. It was kind of difficult. I didn't wear it that often, and I was happy I didn't wear it that often. But I don't know. Let's go back to Shell. I mean, it was cool, man. I like the costumes, and they do have muscle suits. So guys out there in the chat, yes, they could put them in a muscle suit. They use them all the time. I know they were saying like Benedict Cumberbatch, his legs aren't that big, so they had to give him the leg muscles. That's an inside thing for you. When he was Doctor Strange, he probably would hate me if he heard that out loud. What the heck? How does he know about that?
They're superheroes. Yeah. Come on, you gotta beef them up. They're bigger than life. Nobody begrudges them their prostheses. They're actors. We don't expect them to fly.
Yeah, no. But Mike, what do you think? Because we got the Brave and the Bold coming, and we also have the Batman coming. Would you have Robin in both of them?
I would 100%. But I'm just my personal tastes in comic books are such that I'm not like on the forefront of any of this kind of mainstream stuff. Are these when you're talking? Is this idea with Robin, etc.? Are these they're leaks at this point? They're rumors. How are these quantified?
Yeah, there was some leaks coming out, and then there was Daniel Daniel Reitman. He's like does all the leaks all the time. He's always like, I heard about this, and he put it out there, and then James Gunn went after him afterwards. So, but Daniel usually has a bunch of inside information, like almost all the time. That's true. So when you hear it from him, it's like, oh, this is they're close to being true. Sometimes it's off.
It would be a different Robin in this gritty noir version of Pattinson Batman, wouldn't it? Like
it would have to be.
He'd have some kind of sad orphan backstory, and it'd be like really bleak. He's like a Watson style sidekick, I guess, because he's more of a detective in this movie.
Yeah. Well, maybe he'd be more like you don't think he'd be like this Batman and Robin, Mike? Not like that at all. You wouldn't have Clooney nips and.
I'm kind of a defender of this movie, actually, for as often as it comes up in discussion in my personal life. And the jobs that movies are supposed to be, how they're supposed to make you feel. Like there's a whole rainbow of emotions that art can cause as a response in the viewer. So yeah, with 25 years of distance from this, it's easy for me to give it a little bit more um, a little bit more compassion for the kind of levity. It was the levity, and also kind of trying to do the who was the guy that brought Batman back? Burton, also trying to do the
Yeah.
Burton kind of gothic thing. It doesn't exactly make sense in the context of this last Batman Battinson movie. So that's why I'm a little bit like, because the Robin character. Well, we got Nightwing though too. Is the
Yeah,
other
which
thing, right?
I love Nightwing. Nightwing would be great. Maybe they could do something like that as opposed to actually doing just Robin, like doing Nightwing. Nightwing's great.
That kind of makes more sense to me, because they definitely did a little bit more those grittier Robins exist out there. There's plenty of precedent for it.
Yeah,
So I guess it doesn't necessarily not make sense, but it begs the question too, because like I think about I have really mixed feelings about Paul Dano as an actor. I watched There Will Be Blood the other day. I've been watching a lot of like Paul Thomas Anderson kind of interviews and kind of actors studio kind of stuff on YouTube while my wife is out of town. Uh, and it like the Paul Dano Riddler is a really weird take.
it's really weird. It's really
It's
odd.
re-
It's really out
really
there.
weird. You can tell that it's an attempt to kind of update the character with some kind of like extremist uh, incel backstory a little bit. Um, so it does beg the question of how these other characters that exist in the Batverse would look,
Can flow and look.
because on the other end he was like Paul Dano's Riddler. He's kind of a cartoon too. He's kind of like a Ninja Turtle villain. Like
he's like a Ninja Turtle, like Baxter
like,
Stockman.
He looks like Baxter basically, like with the helmet and everything, like in front of his computer, like just and the kind of the color palette and gradient of it too, like, or just like, because we were talking about the original Turtles movie the other day.
Yeah, we were.
Hyper saturated, dark New York 1989. Like they were cribbing on that with the color gradient a little bit in this last Battinson movie.
Dude, I love the color gradient for it. It was cool. It was like, I like the tone, the look of the Batman movie. It was cool.
Mhm.
A little bit long for me, but I like the tone of it.
Who do we think the bad guy is going to be then?
There was been so many rumors. They were talking about Hush. They were talking about the Clayface at one point, which I don't think it's gonna be Clayface. Gal Gadot was scared to death after finding blood clots. I didn't know about that, Killian. That's crazy. And Fassbender's great there, JE as well. Enough champagne to be filled the Nile. Okay, enough champagne to fill the Nile.
Some Fassbender.
Gal was pregnant during Wonder Woman during the brutal winter. Oh, so she got blood clots. That's crazy. I mean, there've been so many different options, or people have been saying that it could be. And there's nothing's really come from. Mad Hatter was announced at one point. They also said that Penguin's gonna be bigger in this one, which makes sense. Riddler was mentioned about coming back. Joker, Joker was one they were saying.
It would be nice to see him dig deeper into the villain panoply that they have.
There's so many characters they could go from,
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to just do the main ones all the time. Penguin, Joker, Riddler. You don't have to do that all the time.
We've got 60 years of versions of that at this point. So like, It would be cool to see some different kind of depictions. But it does feel like that would play in with, if they have the Robin, then it's kind of going to have to be a dynamic between who the villain is, and then Robin is the B story.
Well, then Joker kind of could make sense too, because Joker was really brutal. Like Joker took out Robin. Maybe you can make that happen. That might be an interesting storyline too. To actually see.
I'd like to see it, but I do wonder if we have like kind of Joker burnout a little bit.
There's a little Joker burnout.
So many different versions. Or if Leto kind of took a little bit of shine off the apple.
And I didn't really even, I didn't really even care for his Joker. And even the Joker in the Batman, I was like, okay, whatever. I mean, Barry Keoghan, I was like, okay. Oh, yeah. And J.E., yes, Pedro was in Wonder Woman. Yeah, David Campbell was on that too. I want to see Poison Ivy, Lacey's saying, again in Batman and Robin. I wouldn't mind seeing Poison Ivy again.
I like Poison Ivy again, like a botanist gone wrong.
Yeah. Yeah,
Makes
she was
sense.
great. I'd be all about that.
Storyline.
Yeah, I think that'd be great, Lacey. Thank you for that.
Hell, bring Uma Thurman back, honestly.
Oh man, I love her. She's been in the new Dexter. I don't really love her in the new Dexter. Is that weird to say? I don't really love her in that. I do love her almost everything I see her in, but she's like the one character I'm like, but she doesn't really have much to do. So I mean, there's also that.
You can still love her.
I can still love her.
Uma.
And David Campbell says Catwoman, but bring back Michelle Pfeiffer. Yes. Bring back Michelle Pfeiffer. I'd be all about that. Pfeiffer is my go-to girl right there. Campbell, yes. Everybody's saying yes in the chat about Michelle Pfeiffer. Man, Emma Human daughter was in Stranger Things. Okay, I didn't know about that, J.E. But there's Uma Thurman. You're saying probably, huh? Or Emma Thurman. But I do know that overall, this is going to happen. Like the new Batman's coming up. A lot of speculation. I don't know if Robin will be in here. I think if you want Robin, you might have to wait longer. I think they got too much to tell in this movie. And I think that because the Brave and the Bold's happening already, James got to be protective about Robin maybe. You don't want too many Robins, too many young boys in tights running around maybe. I don't know. But we do have all these Batman. I want to show this graphic because I have all these Batman that can be in here, guys. Come on. Which Batman do you want to be back? I love all the Batman stuff. It's so fun.
What do you guys think? Well, I wonder now, like, because we get different answers kind of from YouTube versus here on TikTok. So I'm wondering, do you guys have you guys got a nominee for favorite Batman? You guys, what's his name? Adam West, big Adam West fans on TikTok.
Oh, they were saying that's actually Uma Thurman's daughter that's over there in Stranger Things. I didn't realize that. Oh, that's cool. I thank you for sharing that too. You've seen the first. She does
a great job. Great young actress.
I'm not going to spoil anything, Lacey. I'm not going to spoil anything about Dexter. She's a great actress. Yeah, I didn't realize that was her. That's great. I didn't realize
looks just like her and her dad.
Now you say that too.
She looks exactly like a combination of her parents.
Henry Cavill for Batman. That's what Killian's saying. Henry Cavill, the Cowl. I know people have been saying that online. Henry Cavill for Batman. Anyone's better than Pattinson, David Campbell says. I still like Christian Bale. Yeah, David Campbell. Christian Bale is Batman. I like him too. And he was so cool on set as Batman too. I'm always about Christian Bale. Christian Bale's cool. Anybody else? Batman. Yeah, I mean,
Keaton, Keaton is, I think, where we've landed it before.
I miss Keaton. George, that's what J.E.'s saying.
George, kind of a controversial pick.
Yep, that's my mom's pick. He's a great. I will say this about George Clooney: he's a great Bruce Wayne. He is Bruce Wayne in real life. I don't love him as Batman, but he's a great Bruce Wayne.
Always absconding with a cadre of ballerinas into his yacht in the South Italian seas,
swiping the card and doing his thing. He's a great Bruce Wayne. I loved when I saw him in The Flash again. I'm like, yes, get it. That film had good villains. I like Bale better than Keaton. That's what David Campbell's saying. George Keaton and Christian Bale were the best Batmans. Yeah, I could go on board with that too. Best Batman. I didn't mind Val Kilmer, but he had like big shoes to fill at that point. So that was also.
It's been good by and large. It's been fun casting. They all had solid kind of different visions for who they wanted the Batman to be, and it worked.
Talk about oversaturated George Clooney. He has been. But guys, we'll see the Batman 2. Robin, let me know what you think. Now, which Superman was good? Oh man, I still say Christopher Reeve. If it's not Christopher Reeve, I like Corn Sweat, but I think Christopher Reeve still is the best Superman. It's hard to top him, isn't it? I go back and forth.
It was a different world, man. It was a different world at that time. It's weird.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, I don't mind Brandon Routh because they were trying to make him like Christopher Reeve. I think that's why. But I think that Christopher Reeve he's Superman. Routh wasn't bad,
a lot more Batmans than Superman castings out there.
Yeah, I know. What do you guys think of the new Superman? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was a fun movie. It was fun. It was goofy. It was corny, but it was like all around about a fun kind of action, summer flick with a lot of fun fun super humor stuff. That was good. The James
No
Gunn
homework.
comedy. No homework.
No homework. That's what I love about it.
Didn't he die in Pearl? Brandon Routh? I don't know who died in Pearl. On Pearl Harbor, you say? But yeah, it was a fun movie. It's a fun movie, Lacey. It was just fun. And I do say that the James Gunn corniness got to me a little bit at times. But I wish those moments, Mike, those moments when they were just like, you had Clark Kent and you had why am I going blank? I'm going blank on her name. Lois. You have Lois Lane together. I feel like they had like the joke was always happening in the background. I would have liked to have seen like just a moment of real raw emotion between the two of them without any kind of joke happening,
Right.
But
I feel you on that.
That's my only thing.
I don't know that actress's name. I thought she made a very Loisy Lois.
Rachel Brosnahan. She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was very Loisy.
Well, guys, you let us know what you think.
In the city.
Yeah, she was good. She's like, hey guys, I love Superman. And then but there was barely any Clark Kent in that movie. I wanted more Clark Kent. I wanted that too. But what do you do, guys? But I always want one more person. That's Alan Tudyk in my life, and he get the most raw deal, guys. We're talking about Alan Tudyk and our feature story of the night. Also doing it here on TikTok. It's interesting. It's kind of working.
It feels like it's been working so far. The chat seems engaged. I really appreciate all their contributions. Yeah. I'm having a good time.
Yeah. I think it's been good. Wasn't Chris Reeves' son the latest? He played a reporter in there too. Oh, the effects. Someone got a higher budget. Yeah, we got a higher budget here, guys. We got a higher budget here. Let's talk about, of course, I Am Robot. Now, if you guys ever saw I Am Robot, you might have not known, because I didn't know this even, as I watched that movie, that Alan Tudyk, the man, round of applause for Alan Tudyk. Alan Tudyk, guys, was the voice and did all the motion cap for the robot. What's up, Hannah? Good to see you. I haven't seen it. He did all the motion cap. And he said they were doing test audience screenings with all of it. They do those before the movies come out. And they got word back, and they said, Alan, you tested higher than Will Smith. And he was like, oh, I tested higher than Will Smith, because he was worried about his action, his acting, the work he had done. And then he said, then all of a sudden, after that happened, he was gone. He was just gone off all the publicity. His name was not mentioned anywhere. They took him off all of the marketing completely, and they acted as if he wasn't even in the movie. He said he was shocked. I was like, but wait, nobody's going to know that I played the robot? And Tudyk voiced that character, Sonny. He put a lot of work into that motion capture. And he said at the time, he was really just devastated. He was so upset. But after all this time passing, he's like, whatever, it is what it is. The week is flying by fast, I know. And he said that at the end of the day, it's like, it's one of those things that he jokes about now. But man, I can't imagine like an actor tests great like that. You just take them off the project like that. You act that they're not even in it. And someone like Alan Tudyk that had done so much voiceover work and so much motion capture stuff and so much work in general, I can't imagine just being ripped off a project like that. It's very unfortunate too. Oh, Lacey, where's my buried treasure? Oh, yeah, the pirate from Dodgeball. He was great in Dodgeball, too. Yeah, I didn't know that at all, but makes sense now. Yeah, Lacey, he was that. He does a lot of voiceover work. iRobot was awful, David Campbell says. I love Kidder as Lois. She was a great Lois, too. Great movie, yeah. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I mean, again, David Campbell didn't like it. They never did a sequel. It did actually really well, but never made a sequel. But that's how it goes sometimes. That happened.
I'm pulling up his IMDb to see what he was in before this movie, because I can't think of him in really anything before Firefly is when everybody learned his name.
Yeah, he was great in Firefly. But even like, his newest project just went down. Of course, what was it called? Alien, the sci-fi show. Resident Alien.
Oh, yeah,
Resident Alien. So good.
Funny. He was great in it.
It was great. The last season just ended, but they didn't really promote it enough. I think YouTube and all that, they didn't promote it. They put it on YouTube. They didn't really have a sci-fi. They saved it for a season. I wish they would have done more with it too.
Oh, dude, I didn't realize Firefly came out before and concurrently with iRobot. So his star was, up there. Rising. He was a recognizable personality to some degree. I'm trying to think, was Firefly out on? But it was out on Sci-Fi, right?
Sci-Fi, yeah.
So he was still probably kind of a pretty niche. He wasn't really exactly a household name.
Yeah, but dude, look at the motion cap. There's actually pictures from behind the scenes of him doing the scenes and doing all the mocap, and they just took him away. Mike, isn't that crazy? Je,
It's infuriating. I mean, I get him not being on the poster because he's not really like, especially at that time, like Will Smith level. But not if like, they were gonna have him be part of the promotional material. Like, because that would have been such a massive boost to his career too. Like, and after testing better too, like, dude, we know Will's got a fragile ego. If you don't know that Will has a fragile ego by now, watch the what? Did you see the rap video? The rap video that he just released?
was it the Matrix one?
No, it's just him rapping alone in some room, basically just
Oh.
repeating, saying like, "Oh, I'm still relevant. It was right for me to slap that guy," and it's like, "Oh, dude, this is
No,
the cringiest."
that wasn't good. His ego's like Ryan Reynolds, J.E. says. And Killian said, Brad Pitt's house broken into again? I just heard about his house was broken into. That's crazy. And J.E. also loved Firefly too, Mike. So, and Hannah, not going to be here
Classic.
tomorrow. Enjoy school, Hannah. We appreciate you. Always do. And really, David Campbell, you hated iRobot. There's nothing good about it in your book. But I can't. Will Smith's. I mean, the fact that if Will Smith was the person, Mike, that was like, hey, by the way, take this guy off here. That's pretty messed up. It's pretty messed up. Like, oh, would you do it to somebody?
I believe it. I mean, if you got a fragile ego and they test better than you, I mean,
Yeah.
because let's face it, the robot was the best part of that movie.
It was so good. It was so good. Did we freeze, Killian? And then what were you looking for out there? Where can I watch that, Lacey? You talking about iRobot? Let me know. Yeah, I love Resident Alien, but he's got a big ego. We know that the slapping happened. We know about everything that went down. I didn't know about that music video, Mike. I just think it's horrible. Like, take someone off a project like that. It just blows my mind. I don't know. I mean, especially someone like Alan Tudyk, like he's newer, he's kind of up and coming, and like he was there before Will Smith. Like, why would you? You know how tough that is at that point in your career. You know, it was a big movie a big opportunity for Alan Rowe.
It would have been one thing to like not have him involved with the promotion to begin with, like, which probably would have affected whether or not Alan wanted to take the role or what compensation he would have wanted to accept to the role. Because I have to imagine that that's rolled into the deal when they're offering it to you. But after the fact, take it away from you. That is like really, really saddening. I'm trying to think of like what that would it would have improved people's perception of the movie if they would have known that he was behind there. It was only a year or two ago that I learned that he played Sonny, and if I had known at the time, I probably would have been more inclined to give the movie a little bit more leeway in terms of what it did well and what it didn't do well. Because what's not to love about Alan Tudyk?
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing not to love about him. I hear he's such a great guy. You see the interviews, he looks like he's always having fun. He's always super chill. He's always cool. I just don't see, man, that's the thing they don't think about. It's like that star power too. Even now, I'm surprised they haven't done like a whole thing re-releasing it and putting him on it, because his star has only gotten bigger, and he could actually sell more DVDs or get more streaming, whatever we're having now. I mean, DVDs aren't as much.
It's too bad because like with streaming, they make 50 different I don't know what you call them, like title cards or whatever, like when they just show the image when you're flipping through your streamer, come up with all kinds of different versions that have all the different individual actors or whatever. But for that movie where you don't see his face, like they really couldn't come up with a version that you can click on that has Alan Tudyk's face unless it was some kind of behind the scenes shot.
Well, they should. And that's all you see. I didn't even know these pictures existed. I found them. Like, there are pictures out there that show that he was on this, and you don't have any of that anywhere. I just had no idea. Lacey is saying too, iRobot's a great film. I loved it. My dad does special effects and worked with Will Smith on Enemy of the State, and cool. He said Will was awful to work with, and she filmed scenes.
Surprise.
Oh, and J.E., yes. Shailene was cut from Spider-Man. I remember when that happened, and that's why I did a film with the dog as a co-star. That's because he couldn't handle it. Nothing's wrong with dogs, right, Pep Star?
He's on fire!
Yeah, Pep Star. I just feel bad for Alan Tudyk, Mike. I feel bad for him. He's such a talent.
Don't feel bad for him. He's doing great.
Yeah, he's doing good.
He's a little miffed, but he's had an incredible career, which is great because he's an incredible talent.
Yeah, he's an incredible, and he'll keep going as well. He'll never stop. Killian said half the lives on TikTok were cut. That's weird. Forgot what that film was called, guys. All cry faces, a lot of cry faces from laughing cry faces from Lacey. I don't know, but I said in the day, he's doing pretty well, Mike. He's doing fine right now. I want to show this picture before we look at this. This is the picture of the robot and Alan Tudyk here together. Pretty cool. And there was a lot that he was doing, and he's done a lot more since then. Like, you look at that, he's got that sinister face on. That's before they put dots and stuff on you too. Crazy how they did that. What a great thing. But Will Smith, guys, Will Smith, he needs to stop hurting people's careers and just calm down. Right, Pep Star?
Yeah, man.
I know, buddy. I know. Anyways, guys. Piano. Guys. This one say a dog co-star is usually going to be one of my favorite movies. We got a dog co-star here, guys. We got the Pep Star tuning in with us as always. Happy to have you guys here. Thank you for being here. Kicking with KRUSE today, guys.
Dog co-star movie, the Beethoven series.
Did great too. Did great.
I can see the little twinkle in your eye.
Yeah, Pep Star. Yeah.
There's Tom Hanks for the dog.
Yeah, he had a dog. There's a lot of dog movies. There was Channing Tatum with the dog too. A lot of dogs. Peppy, what do you think about Will Smith?
The slappening.
All right, buddy. Happy to have you guys here. Always, guys. Thanks for kicking in here, guys. Thanks for hanging out today. But we're gonna wrap it up today. We've been here for a few hours. Thank you for joining us here live on Kickin' with KRUSE, your one-stop shop for entertainment talk. Welcome to the Entertainment Nation, guys. We're going to keep building up and growing and have new people on and have more guests and all that. The energy gum. I gotta go sell some energy gum too. Hannah, have a great time at school. Thank you for being here too. J.E., appreciate you too. Isn't that how I do video games? I Am Legend. Yeah. He's from Texas, huh, Killian? That's cool. Lacey, thank you for tuning in. J.E., David Campbell, if you're still there, thank you for tuning in, guys. Everybody, thank you for being here live on TikTok. Hannah, as always, appreciate you guys. It's been a fun show, Mike. Thank you. And Mike, thank Michael Casey for being here. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, chat. Like, share, and subscribe if you're having a good time. Thanks.
Yeah.
You guys have been great in the chat. Like, really, this show is, it's us interacting with you. It's kind of a hangout session. Brian obviously does a lot of work up top, trying to make it fun for everybody, trying to make it easy on me, we're trying to make it interesting for you. But you guys, engaging the way that you have today is super incredible, and it makes it way easier and more fun. So know that Brian appreciates it, his guests appreciate it, and we'd love to see you around next time. So thanks for coming to join us today.
Come on back. And J.E. says too much work for Brian. Yeah, Brian's always doing too much work. He catches me on the stream for the gum that I sell, and he comes back and sees me again. So I appreciate you, J.E. Appreciate all you guys. Yeah, gonna miss you, Hannah, too, guys. Again, if you know any SAG-AFTRA members, the ballots are out today. This is that time to vote, guys. Get them in fast, get them in now. Guys, thanks for being here live on TikTok. Like, follow, share. Help us crack this algorithm. Tell your people about Kickin' with KRUSE. We'll be back again tomorrow, guys. Appreciate you. Have a great night. We'll be live tonight on the to the Webs for KRUSE CONTROL show. The full thing will be here at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll have Comic King himself, Sean Sutherland. Also, the guys from Scene Change, the podcast, they'll be over there joining us too. They're launching their new podcast. Come check them out tonight, guys. A lot more to talk about, a lot more conversations happening, a lot more breaking news, guys. Until next time, everybody. Thanks again, Mike. Woo! See you guys.
Have fun at school, Hannah.
Kicking it.